You're listening to For the Republic, a love letter to Star Wars animation.
Hello there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to For the Republic, a love letter to Star Wars animation. Andrew and Conor are back here once again. We are joined once again by Mads, and we are here to talk about a lot of Star Wars things, guys. It has been a little bit, I think, since Mando and Grogu that we've recorded. Hasn't been the easiest summer for a lot of us. I had a lot of stuff going on. Now Donovan's got some stuff going on, so he is not joining us here today. But we're here to talk about, well, we're recording this like a few hours before the D23 big studio panel. So we'll give last minute predictions, even though this is.
And if there's one thing
that we do,
Andrew, if there's one thing that we've learned from our time here at For the Republic, it's we always record something and then like the next day, a Star Wars thing drops.
There's two themes here. Either that happens or we're literally recording something as it's happening and like doing predictions on it. Like Don and I doing our celebration predictions last year while the opening panel was happening.
Are you, oh my.
Awesome. I was like, we're going to.
Great timing.
We did a bingo board, and I'm like, we're going to make Gosling the free space because I know that Starfighter just got announced. So, but yeah, no, that's what we're doing. We're timely here, but something, a trailer's going to drop or something as soon as we finish recording this episode, but that's okay.
Of course.
But we're just going to talk about a lot of stuff. Ninth Jedi did come out last week. None of us have started it yet, so we are not going to be talking about the Ninth Jedi just yet.
I honestly forgot it started until I looked at the notes for this episode. Like I think I've said this on the podcast a million times. I am so behind on so much Star Wars stuff. I recently just got back into reading The High Republic like 2 days ago. I started Eye of Darkness like last I think I started Eye of Darkness like last fall or whatever. I just got to chapter 40.
Hell yeah.
I'm a very slow reader.
Don't worry. Yeah. I started Legacy 2 weeks ago now, I think.
I also haven't
chapters in and haven't been able to touch it since.
Okay. I'm like halfway through Legacy, which is much slower than I typically read, and I still feel like I'm behind. So at least I'm more than 2 chapters in.
That's going to be one of the things I have on our notes is well, I'll have you talk about Legacy a bit or what you've read so far. I did, speaking of late, finish Visions Volume 3 before we started recording. I finished it last night, so I can give some quick thoughts on that.
Like 2 episodes of that.
Give some thoughts on that.
I still haven't finished. I still haven't finished Bad Batch Season 3.
You're missing out.
I also have not finished Bad Batch Season 3.
I've
not seen any of seasons or of Visions either. I'm a bad Star Wars fan right now.
Dude, I'm with you.
It's so bad. I know basically what happens, but I'm like, it's so bad. I gotta catch up. Anyways.
We're
behind.
Yeah, we'll be talking about some of the stuff that dropped a couple weeks ago at San Diego Comic-Con because one of the book announcements is very important for one of the panelists here. And we'll be giving some last-minute D23 predictions, and I have a fun game that I accidentally spoiled for one of you, but the other one is completely in the dark, so it'll be fun.
I just thought we all knew, but I'm not going to say what it is.
Haven't said a thing to Mads yet about what it is.
I heard that it's up my alley, but
put what it was in the show notes, and I was like, hold on, quick, let me erase this before Conor sees it. But
whatever.
Anyways, we are going to start things off with something we haven't done in a while because we weren't doing it during our mall coverage, but we're going to do it here today, and that is another installment of the Jedi Archives. Where's the sound? Where's the sound?
Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
There we go. So if you guys are new here, this is essentially our podcast Hall of Fame segment. What we do on this episode is the segment I should say, is we nominate something Star Wars adjacent. Sometimes we use Star Wars adjacent very loosely. And we put it up to a poll where you, the listeners and the viewers, can decide what goes in each episode. The last time we did this was so far back, I had to look up at our document. But Conor, you were the last one that won because you put Keeve Trennis into the archive. She was the one that won the poll that episode. So you were going to start things off for us. What putting in the archive or nominating to go into the archives this week?
Avar Chris.
We're just going down the High Republic ladder, aren't we?
Yep. She's
All
the
right.
goat.
You know, you're not wrong there. I may be 2 phases behind for the High Republic, but
dude, I'm not even fit. The only phase 2, I think I've read the comics and that's it.
Dude, she was goated.
Oh, and the first
phase 1 comics, and she was goated in the phase 1 adult books. So
absolutely
solid pick, and you've been on a roll, or at least you were before we kind of stopped doing this for a bit. But you were on a roll with the High Republic picks. I think you had 2 in a row go in. So another solid one. I'm going to go next to show the Star Wars adjacentness of this. Last week, there was an interview for the End of Oak Street where Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway were talking about Star Wars. And Anne Hathaway was pitching an Obi-Wan adventure where they go on a hunt for Yoda. And she was, I can be in it. So Anne Hathaway is my nomination this week because... If anyone is having like an amazing 2026, it's her. I think Oak Street just came out today. I think it's her 5th movie of the year, and she has one more later in the year, which I don't want to see because Colleen Hoover scares me. But I will probably see it anyways. No, she's the best. Odyssey was fantastic. Devil Wears Prada 2 was fantastic. I've just been on a big Anne Hathaway kick, and the minute Ewan said that, I'm like, okay, but Satine? ? Like, can we get her in something? It's like, we're at a point where if someone pitches something in an interview segment, I'm like, Lucasfilm, Dave, give her a call, my dude.
Do something.
Give her a call, my dude. Speaking of give her a call, Ewan in this press tour is practically begging to be like, just bring me back. Do something. Come up with something. I want to come back as Obi-Wan. I'm like, if you have someone of that caliber that is not... Now watch, we'll say this now and he'll get announced for Ahsoka Season 2 in like 4 hours and this will immediately get dated. But Anne Hathaway is my pick because I want her in here. And for the longest time, my pick was going to be Ryan Gosling because I was so high on Project Hail Mary. But that was the last time we did these. And now that interview happened. I'm like, no, it's Anne Hathaway. So that is my pick for this week. This is your first time trying to put something in the archives pool. What do we have?
Okay, so I'm not totally off base. Not a human. And maybe hopefully this hasn't been put in already. I realized while you guys were going through, I was like, oh gosh, hopefully this isn't a repeat. Otherwise, I guess maybe 2 of them.
We can have a repeat.
Okay. I was gonna nominate, or I am nominating Leia's lightsaber. 1, because it's gorgeous and I've loved it forever.
It has not been.
Okay,
nominated
good. Okay, yay. Leia's lightsaber, 1, because it's gorgeous and beautiful and I love it, and 2, it relates to legacy and recent announcements, and I'll probably touch on this during legacy as well, but I've been so busy at work lately, and for probably like 15 years now, like it started in high school, there was like, it sounds silly, but like when I'm so busy and I'm like, I just need to get all of this shit done, I call it like Leia mode, where I'm like, you are just tunnel, you are getting all of your shit done, you're going to survive, and you're gonna win against the Empire / get all your homework done / get all your work at work done kind of thing, where it's just like focus. So anyways, I'm gonna nominate Leia's lightsaber. Hopefully, I'm glad that it wasn't, you guys were pulling crazy, like totally
There's a
crazy
strong
things.
chance it wins. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
even. But those are our picks this week. So your choices are Avar Chris, Anne Hathaway, the GOAT, and Leia's lightsabers. So after this episode drops, I'll put a Twitter poll up on our Twitter account at For the Repub Pod.
Not just Anne Hathaway, Andrew. The prodigious star of the hit movie Ella Enchanted, Anne Hathaway.
Oh, you're correct. You are
Very
correct.
true.
You
I
are
think that was
correct
the
on
first
that.
movie I ever saw her in.
No, it was Princess Diaries for me, but then there was more after that for me.
I don't
but
know.
anyways, we will put that up and we will have you guys decide, and we'll check back next episode to see who goes in to our Jedi Archives. We're glad to have that segment back. Another thing that has come out recently that we were very, very excited about, specifically me and Mads, was the release of Legacy by Madeline Rue, the Rey and Leia-centric novel in between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, actually getting sequel trilogy content in the year of our Lord 2026 is pretty crazy. I think, actually, no, we've had, 3 in the last 2 weeks, because the Kylo comic started this week, and then Eyes Like Stars is technically set during The Force Awakens, or right before The Force Awakens. I haven't started that one yet either. But I have it. I was very excited for this book because we love Rey here. The character means a lot to us, and I was just very much looking forward to this book as soon as it got announced. And I don't remember, when was it? The last week of July it came out, and I came out on a Tuesday. I went to Barnes & Noble on Sunday, saw it early on the shelf, so I was like, Mads, look what I found.
To which then on Monday, I went to my Barnes & Noble, and there was nothing. And I went, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess.
I was like, I don't know if they are supposed to have this out yet, but I brought it up to the counter, and they scanned it, and I bought it. So I was coy and didn't post that I had it beforehand, so I wouldn't be like, that wasn't supposed to be there, and get that store in trouble, just in case. I don't know. I was feeling anxious, but I got 2 chapters in, have really enjoyed it, but life has been kicking my ass, so I haven't been able to touch it yet. You are about halfway through. If you want to just give us your quick, not super spoilery thoughts.
Yeah, I was gonna say no spoilers other than general content or vibes of the book that I think
and also
everybody
just
kind of
your
knows.
Excitement that you had for the book going into it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Raise a Palpatine. Oh, God.
What?
What? No.
Ray Palpatine.
Who would have known?
Honestly,
the thing in the movie. Would have known. I'm like, cool.
Oh my God, crazy. No. So, general gist, Ray is
I thought
trying
you were about to say General Grievous shows up. And I was like, what?
General Grievous shows up and he steals the broken Skywalker saber from Rey and Leia, and they have to follow him across the galaxy.
That sounds like some Aladdin Foster shit right there.
That would be. No, the general vibes.
Half cyborg. Sorry.
It's crazy. No. I forget that every time, and then I feel like that comes up every single time I'm on, and I'm like, oh my God. My brain just fries. Anyways, general vibes of the book. It's a lot of so much imposter syndrome for Rey, which I know is very present in all 3 movies, especially The Rise of Skywalker. So it's kind of leading into that as well. It's a lot of character driven stuff, which I personally like. I think most of the people that I've seen who are like, this isn't really my thing, are people who tend to like Star Wars books that have more of the battle, that kind of stuff with it. But it's a lot of Rey working through a a lot of her feelings of, oh my god, I'm supposed to be the last Jedi. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I do this? I'm supposed to fix this saber now. How can I go about that? But then also she's like, I need guidance. And Leia's like, well, I guess I'm the only other person who's had Jedi training. So it's kind of interesting to see Leia's perspective, because so often she's a very confident character and she knows what she's doing, or at least she like plays that off really well. Whereas she's even self-conscious about the fact that she only trained for, I think, like 6 months or so, and then she left, and that was a difficult decision. So she's also then having to go back and reflect on like, okay, what did I learn? And they even touch on like Luke and how Luke, like Rey is talking to Leia about like how Luke was on, is it Act 2? Act
2, yeah.
I was like, I don't think I've ever said that out loud, and now I'm like,
I don't think I don't think they say it out loud in the
Act
movie.
2?
But I've always said Act 2.
But anyways, Rey's talking about her interactions with Luke and being like, I'm not so sure about this guy, and Leia's like, oh, it kind of sounds like him, but also like, why would Luke say these things to Rey, like that kind of stuff. So her also working through some of the Last Jedi stuff, and Rey and Luke kind of butting heads on things. So yeah, I don't know. Again, lots of reflection for Leia and just what's happened throughout her life and how she's still moving forward, and Rey trying to move forward. And I think I tweeted the other day, I've been crashing out at work with imposter syndrome like constantly, and I'm like, this is lovely that I'm reading Legacy at the same time, because I feel a connection to it. It's unfortunate because I haven't gotten further in it, but I was like, okay, if I'm going to read this at any time, like, this is great, because I feel awful. And Rey also feels awful, so we can go together.
Again, I've only read through the first 2 chapters, but the 2 things that really stuck out to me that you brought up both times is, one, just Rey's like all the thoughts going in her head of like a lot of that first chapter, without going into spoilers, is about like trying to fix the crystal and trying to fix and just the stress that's taking on her like mentally, and how that's like showing in her relationship with Leia. And I like that they dive into at the fact that like at the beginning, at least, that it's not like completely buddy between the 2 of them. There's some tension, because like Han was her mentor, Luke was her mentor, but Leia, like, we assume at the beginning of 9 that they have like a really good relationship, but like it's, of course, obviously it's going to be different, because she's gained 2 father figures and lost 2 father figures within the span of 2 weeks, however long those movies take place.
Whatever it is, basically.
Obviously, there's going to be some tension there. And then I loved how you mentioned like Leia, how it's different to me compared to like how we see Ahsoka and Sabine, where like, Ahsoka at that point she doesn't consider herself a Jedi, but she's still very much in tune with the Force, in tune with like the Jedi teachings and principles, and she's trying to show that to Sabine. With Leia, it is another person that was a former Jedi technically, but there's a lot of stuff she doesn't remember. There's like, she barely remembers any of like the saber, like what went into constructing a saber, at least in those first 2 chapters. Like, didn't remember that. So it's like, how much can I teach her? And I'm just excited to read more of it. It's been hectic. I'm going to try and at least get some more done this weekend, so the 2 of us can like touch actually back here and like actually talk and like do a proper review of it here. But it's been out for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
we got to at least talk about it somewhat. So
it's so good. And again, and I kind of mentioned this, but like even just imposter syndrome with Rey, but then also imposter syndrome with Leia. I kind of said this, but like Leia's doubting a lot of stuff as well, which is such a different perspective I think we don't see. And they're both working through a lot of trauma and expectations and missed opportunities, and like looking at their past and then trying to find a way forward that's not clouded by that past, I guess, is the best way that I can put it so far.
I'm also just glad I'm really vibing with the book in this time period so far, because I remember, maybe I'm alone here, but I remember being really excited for Resistance Reborn when that was coming out before Rise. And I don't know, I got like 10 chapters in and it never really hooked me in. And I never finished it.
I just read it for the first time in preparation for this book because I knew it was about the same time period. I mean, there's only the year between. So I was like, I should probably read it. And again, I don't know what made me think of this or think one way and like whatever, but like Poe's the main character on the book. And then I was like, there's like no Rey in this book. Why am I reading this book? But Poe's the main character of the, like, duh, he's like the lead character. But yeah, there's not a lot of Rey in, and not that that's the only reason I would have read it. But I like was genuinely surprised how little Rey was featured in the book. Like most of the time in Resistance Reborn, it was like Rey's like, "Oh, Leia, let's go over here," and then or she'd like say something and then walk away, or it'd be like Rey glanced and was concerned and then walked away back to the Falcon, and I was like, "Where are you going?
Where are you going, Rey?
Back!
What you doing?" Yeah,
I was being moody. Like, stop.
Maybe I'll pick it up again after I finish this because I know the author's writing book 2 of Reign of the Empire. And I gotta finish that too. I gotta finish the first one too.
Yeah.
So like maybe just to refamiliarize myself with her writing beforehand.
Yeah.
But
it truly wasn't a bad book. I just was
it just didn't hook me.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a lot Wedge, and which I love Wedge and Snap and all of them, but I was like, wait a second, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be.
And then the Battlefront 2 connections, where I was like, whoa, hold on, I'm not expecting Iden Versio's kid to be connected to this, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, all right.
Anyways,
so yeah, we have not seen the Ninth Jedi, so we will not be talking about that just yet. However, I did see Visions Volume 3, so I'll just talk about that real quickly. Several months late. I apologize. It took me forever. I watched this at my own pace, even after I started it. Really dug it. I will say, though, I'm more mixed on this volume than I was the previous 2. The thing I love about Visions is it's so creative and they can make these big swings. And the thing is, when you make a lot of those big swings, not all of them are going to hit. And I like that. I like that there's a lot that work for me. There's some that don't, but I like that they really get to go all out and not be restrained by canon or storytelling or like established storytelling or anything like that. And just do whatever they want with the IP. I think that's really cool. The range of shorts in this one was pretty crazy. Like Black is literally just a silent short with really crazy animation from the perspective of a dying stormtrooper set to jazz music, which sounds wild, and I still don't know what I fully watched, but it's like I'm never gonna see anything like that in Star Wars again. And it's like it's very rarely for a franchise that's almost 50 years old do you get like a truly unique like. That is the first time I've ever watched or read or listened or played to anything like that before. Like completely original. I think that's really cool. Obviously, there were sequels to The Duel, The Ninth Jedi, and The Village Bride. The Lost Ones was my favorite because that was the sequel to The Village Bride, and that's my favorite of Volume 1. I think that's a top 5 Star Wars story for me. The sequel is still really good. The Smuggler was also fantastic. Donovan and I back in October did get little goodie boxes from Star Wars for Visions, which is why I feel horrible that it took me like 8 months to watch the season. But they gave us concept art pieces for 2 of them, and they were different for every box, but mine, the Smuggler, was one of them that I got. And I'm glad that was one of them because it was my second favorite of the batch. I thought that was awesome. I did like the Ninth Jedi sequel fine. Was not on the same level as the first one for me, but I'm hoping that I really enjoy the show. And the Duel Payback was really sick as well. The Bird of Paradise was another really unique one. A lot of visual storytelling with that one. Gorgeous animation. Again, I think there was only 2 or 3 shorts this time out of the 9 that I fully loved. And the others I thought were anywhere between like really good, just fine for me. But again, I love that they're taking these swings. I love that they can do whatever they want in different mediums that we don't typically see with Star Wars. And I just love that they have a project where they can give these creatives this freedom to just go crazy and do whatever they want. I think that's just really cool. And it gives us some things that we never would have even have thought to have seen before, like an astromech droid turning into a mech X-Wing with a character, which was pretty freaking sick. I was like, you know, I'm not really vibing with this one. And then that happened. I'm like, AT-AT just came out of the ice, and then she connected with her droid and turned into a mech. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm in. I'm in now. You got me. You got me, Lucasfilm. So, no, it's really fun. It's, again, I liked, because the last 2 volumes, I kind of just binged them all just so I could watch them all at once. I actually kind of liked that I would watch 1 or 2, then go a week or so, a couple days, and then watch another couple. I just thought it was actually getting to watch something casually, which is wild because I don't usually get to do that for Star Wars, because I'm like, oh, we gotta get our review out, so I gotta watch it now. But like, it was really fun, and I'm excited to tune into the Ninth Jedi show. I've gone through phases where I've been really big in anime, and I've gone through phases where I haven't watched a single one in years. But I've always loved the medium, and I think it's going to be a really cool series from what I've heard. And
honestly, I think the only
touch on it soon.
I think the only anime I'm going to watch outside of Visions is the Sekiro anime. That's it. Like,
look, you know,
I beat
it's
the
not
game.
for everyone.
I might as well.
Sick.
No, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever even seen like, and not like never seen an anime, but like I don't think I've ever watched one like all the way through. Like I've seen an episode here and there of like One Piece counts, right?
Yeah. That's like the biggest one.
Okay, I was like, I think that's anime.
Yeah, that's the pirate one. Yeah,
is the worst part. And I love animation. I've just never been into anime.
They didn't have like, you didn't have to like watch any of it in college or anything, or like would that have just been like electives?
Not really. Well, okay, this is a different soapbox. When I got my degree in animation, I also ended up with like taking a lot of art history classes, and I have an art history minor, but we only had to take like history of film, which was super interesting, don't get me wrong, but we had maybe like half of a day of a lecture, so like 45 minutes that was like animation. And I was like, what do you mean? Like they did like Gertie the Dinosaur from like 1914, I think, and then they did Snow White because it was the first feature length animated film, American animation, and then they talked about Toy Story being the first CG one, and then it was like, okay, we're done.
Jesus.
Like,
okay, cool.
Okay.
Damn.
I know. I was like, literally, that's it. Okay.
3 movies. That's all I got to watch.
There's so much more.
It's too Disney. I mean, huge Disney fan. Don't get me wrong. Like, and not that I'm like, I tend to gravitate towards like Disney animated stuff, but like, I was like, this is not a good comprehensive whatever. So no, I've not watched that much anime, and we didn't talk about, I mean, not that it's an excuse of like, well, we didn't talk about it in school, so that's why I've never whatever. But no, I never had to watch anything.
That's crazy because I could literally like off the top of my head think of like a full course. Like
yeah.
Because that's one of the weird neurodivergent. That's one of the weird neurodivergent things I do at points is like, okay, here's the syllabus. Here's what I teach. Here's what we would watch in this course if I was teaching this class.
There was one. I feel like I had there was something in college where I had the opportunity potentially to do like a self-directed course, and then I could make the curriculum, but then I had to like present and do all the stuff. But I was like, oh, I could 100% come up with a curriculum for like history of animation. and like come up with books to read, movies to watch, that kind of stuff. And I was like, no.
Because I was a film major and I had a very similar thing where like the amount of times, the amount of courses I had to take where I had to watch the freaking film of the train passing by for the first time.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
In the 1800s. I'm like,
I know what you're talking about.
You're showing this. I'm like, cool. This is the 8th time I've had to watch it since I've been in school. It's like the what is the word? Overlap between a lot of the courses of things I've had to watch like 4 times. I'm like, I could go the rest of my life without seeing this. I really wanted to be, or at least take an animation course at one point, but there was one class where I had to use Blender, and I was like, nope, fuck this. I hate this so much. I can never do this ever again.
Maya is scary. I know how to. If I like truly was working in animation, I would definitely want to be doing like 2D, like actual drawing animation. But guess what? They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they little thing called Home on the Range happened, and it ruined it for everyone.
We're getting so distracted right now, but I've been rewatching all of the Disney anime. It's been like almost 3 years now, and like on and off I've been rewatching all of the Disney animated films in order, and when I got to Home on the Range I was like, okay. And
I've only ever seen it once.
The funniest part about that movie is that Steve Buscemi's in it, and his character just looks like Steve Buscemi, and when he popped up on screen I was like, oh my god, that's just Steve Buscemi.
I was like, because I was watching a lot of the 2000s ones, because I'm also trying to. There's like 3 or 4. I think there's only 2 at this point of like Disney animated movies I have not seen. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll go through all of them at some point. Yeah. But I was like watching like Treasure Planet and Atlantis, and I watched Brother Bear for the first time in ages. I'm like, I could watch Home on the Range, and I looked at. I'm like, Roseanne Barr is the lead, isn't this? I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's the lead.
Yes,
cow.
she's the lead. Wait.
It's like
dude, I love that movie growing up.
What?
For the first time,
I loved it, but like it was such a fever dream that I was just like, hell yeah.
It's wild.
Like Disney adjacent. I watched Ants for the first time this year, and I'm like, oh yeah, Woody Allen's the lead in this movie.
Is the lead.
Yes. It's Roseanne Barr, it's Judi Dench, and it's I can't remember the actress's name, but she plays Celia in Monsters Inc.
Jennifer Tilly.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that 2004 was a wild time.
I will say this is so, and usually I don't talk about stuff that I dislike, but I will say Chicken Little has probably been my least.
I hate that movie. I hate that movie so much.
I was like, I don't want to watch this.
There was a phase where this movie is great. I'm like,
this is the worst. They have so many Star Wars references. Oh wait, no, they have so many Star Wars references. I literally on my Letterboxd, I probably gave it like 1.5 stars, and I was like, one of these stars is literally just based off of the fact that they have a clip of Raiders of the Lost Ark in the like first 10 minutes of the movie.
I need to watch that. I need to rewatch that.
So funny.
I remember like.
I was like, Harrison Ford's in this movie, and I'm giving it 1.5 stars. This is ridiculous.
One movie I still need to see is the sequel to Chicken Run.
I haven't seen that either.
They made a sequel to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the 3 Disney movies I haven't seen is Meet the Robinsons, and I hear that one's actually like kind of good.
It's pretty good. It's definitely like
what?
Never saw it as a kid.
It's definitely early 2000s random humor, but it's actually one of the better ones during that.
I got the trailer about 8 billion times back in the day on the DVDs.
Andrew, what other Disney movies have you not seen?
It's that. It's one of the ones in the 40, not Three Caballeros, but the other one, kind of similar.
Saludos Amigos.
That one, and
you're not missing out.
Winnie the Pooh 2011 and Wish are the
that
4
one's
I
cute.
have not seen.
Winnie the Pooh is cute. Wish I wish was better. I've not seen Strange World. I think that might be
Strange
one of the
World
last
is
ones.
Very much missed opportunity. The movie. The concept is great, but they do like it's the most least interesting version of said concept.
I was gonna say that's what I've heard generally.
Andrew, the top of your movie list for those movies is Meet the Robinsons.
Some I haven't seen since I was like 4, but
I'll give you my one
watching
sentence pitch.
Bowler
Nicole Sullivan voices the mom.
Okay, I'm in. Shigo, I'm in.
Yeah. Like,
all right. So back to Star Wars.
Yes.
There was something.
We're talking D23.
We're talking D23. It's fine. This is related.
It's not like we're gonna probably like end this recording and then like 2-3 hours later, big announcement for something's gonna happen. And we're
big announcement. Saludos Amigos sequel. D23. You heard it here first.
Again. Well, they had the Wasn't there like a Three Caballeros? This is again way off topic, but wasn't there like a show that they did that like released everywhere but here for some reason?
Yes, it was.
Is it on Disney Plus or like they didn't put it on there or something? Because I remember that was a weird thing in like mid 2010s where they would release like shows and they would get imports everywhere but the US.
Yeah. No, and it's I was like, is this in the like Mickey and Friends like short style? And it's not. It's just like traditional like animation. Like it looks like really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they didn't. Anyways, yeah, correct. I don't know why they didn't put it here because not that I would have necessarily like tuned in each week to watch it, but it looks interesting enough.
I mean, there's that for it. But anyways, there was a little thing. We have tangents for after the recording, guys. Now, so there was this little thing called San Diego Comic-Con that happened. There were some announcements. The interesting one, well, there's the big one, obviously, that we have prepared for. The interesting one for me was something I never thought we would see, which is the fact that at the George Lucas Museum that's opening up relatively soon, I think, they're going to be playing episodes of Star Wars Detours for the first time.
What?
I never thought this would see the light of day.
That's honestly the most George Lucas thing to ever happen.
Yeah, we'll put it in there. Because there's like sources like differ. Like some say that there was like 30 episodes that are finished. Some say that there was only like 10, but there was like 40 scripts. It's like when they talk about Underworld, it's like, yeah, there was a season, and then someone's like, there was 300 episodes scripted. Like it varies depending on who talks about it. Like Rick McCallum, like we have scripts for 120 episodes. I'm like, do you?
We've had scripts for like years of this show.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
But
yeah, that was a while.
Kind of wild because
I remember when I first read that news, I thought it was a bit.
Correct.
Like I thought it was a bit at first, and then I was like, "Oh, this is real."
I just wonder how strange, because again, as far as we're aware, they're not putting this on Disney Plus or anything. They're only screening it at the museum. So when I hopefully go next year during Celebration, maybe I'll watch an episode or two. But it'll be weird being like, "Hey, this is stuff we're seeing for the first time," but it was made in like 2011. So it's gonna have like that.
It's gonna be.
Isn't it fun to make fun of the prequels, like style of humor?
Too like what they released a few, like 1 or 2, maybe max 5 of them, like back in 2011, and I just remember watching them and being like, I don't like this, but I was like, this makes me feel physically uncomfortable watching this.
Like, isn't there one of like Han Solo or Chewie like in like a diner or something?
Yes.
And I'm like,
which is the most George Lucas thing in the
I'm
entire
scared
world.
for my life.
I'm like, what is this?
Or like the Vader's animation. I'm like, I'm scared for my life actually. But it's gonna be weird.
Even just looking at these photos, I'm sorry, I pulled up.
Because, like, yes, the Star Wars Robot Chicken episodes are great, and it's made by the same people. But, like, also, again, it's gonna be, it's literally seeing something that was released in 2011 made in 2011 with 2011 Star Wars humor released to the public in 2026. Like, it's gonna be weird. Because
it's gonna be such like Star Wars.
Here's what I think it's gonna be. Like, this is what I can only imagine. when I went to Celebration in 2017, so this was 9 years ago at this point, obviously, taste in the fandom are a bit different now. The prequels hadn't fully gone through like the Renaissance yet. So it was still like, hey, prequel jokes are funny. So we went to this like Star Wars improv panel. And half the jokes were Jar Jar Binks, Tashi Station. Now this is pod racing. Let me do this. This is a fun trick. I get the feeling that that's going to be what this is, and I'm going to be terrified.
I'm gonna die from secondhand embarrassment. Probably.
I'm just like, oh. But think of the headlines though. I think we've already got this though, where it's like George Lucas back directing Star Wars.
Yep, new George Lucas project officially
comes to life, and you're like, I mean,
Collider's gonna kill me.
You're not wrong, but
new Luke Skywalker project coming next year. Twin Crossroads. My bad. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Like I just.
God. They did it today with Star Wars is going to be focusing on animation. ... for their TV shows. I'm like, okay, cool. Put that in the headline, please.
What? There was one 48 hours ago too, where there were multiple people retweeting it and being like, "Oh, Star Wars, come on, get your shit together." And I was like, guys, read the article. It's about the directors of Paddington that had an idea to do a droid whatever, and it never was. Movie, and it never was even. It wasn't even a thing. It was I didn't read the full article, but it sounded like it was like they just pitched a general idea and they're like, we're not really wanting to do that. Yeah, so they're developing it into their own thing. And it was like, Disney Wonka scraps too. Another Star Wars movie. And I'm like, it wasn't even a thing.
He did Wonka too, and I saw people, I swear some people probably took it as like, oh, they were going to have Timothée Chalamet and now they're not. They screwed up. I'm like, because they just used the big ass picture of him as Wonka. Like, oh yeah, Wonka Star Wars movie not happening anymore. And it's like
Timothée Chalamet dressed as Willy Wonka holding a lightsaber, and I was like, that's a choice. That's a thumbnail.
Speaking of secondhand embarrassment, I'm gonna real quickly jump ahead in my notes because we'll talk about something related to this a bit further. So that Iron Falcon Lego set leaked.
Thank God. Okay.
I hate everything about this.
What?
Have you not seen this? I was hoping we were going to talk about this.
Marvel Star Wars Lego crossover set next year.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the comic.
Because we'll talk about the comic later. But they leaked what the Lego set is, and I hate one. I think it looks like shit, and again, this is something 10-year-old me would have ate up. But now I'm like, one, I know this is going to be like $300. So I'm not buying it. And two, I hate these. I hate these so much.
Oh, good. I was like, yes.
Spider-Han, Hulk Baka, which is just green Chewie.
Hulk Baka is
Captain
just
Alderaan,
funny to say. I love that.
Wars 2D, War 2D2?
D2.
Is that supposed to be War Machine? I get it.
I think so. I say
and
that.
Iron 3PO.
Can I, for 2 second rant? Because I saw the listing of the Lego figures before I saw the concept art, and I figured when it said Captain Alderaan that it was like a Captain Carter type thing, and not. I mean, there's a few jumps there, but I was like, oh, it would make sense for Leia to be Captain Alderaan, so it must be like a Captain Carter instead of Captain America thing. But I'm like, it doesn't make sense for Luke. Luke never went to Alderaan. Why is he Captain Alderaan?
Is that Luke or is that supposed to be Steve Rogers? I can't tell. But
or Steve, I don't know. I'm assuming it. Well, no, that's a good point. It's not the Luke hair. I don't know. The whole thing.
I don't know. But what's the outfit?
Hulk Baka is so funny.
It's so funny. Hulk Baka.
That haunts me in my dreams, and that's the old, that just looks like 2000s Chewie.
It looks like 2000s early prequel concept art Chewie.
He's wearing shorts. I mean, like Hulk, but
he's wearing shorts. Dude, give me that now.
I'm sure everybody who worked on this is very talented and wonderful. However,
don't
no,
worry.
Cat tussle.
If you thought I had more to say about the Star Wars Marvel thing, don't worry, I will. Just give me a second. First, we need to talk about the big news from Comic-Con, and that is the fact that we are getting the Luke and Leia Jedi training book that a lot of people have been wanting for a very long time.
Yay!
Twin Crossroads by Beth Revis, author of Princess and the Scoundrel and Rebel Rising, is returning to Star Wars. We are finally getting this book set after Return of the Jedi. And someone has been asking for this book for a while, and someone has been on...
I don't know who.
Going detective mode for a while. So take the floor.
Okay, so I may have a presentation. So which is ridiculous, and I know this is a podcast. I don't know how many people listen versus watch, but
this is where they tune into they switch
this
over
is where they
to
go,
the YouTube version.
I really should be watching it. Okay. But anyways, so quick background. So I'm again an awful Star Wars fan. I have not read Rebel Rising yet, but I love Beth Revis. She is she's like one of my favorite people, and I hope to God she's not listening to this. But anyways,
you have to read Rebel Rising.
I know, I need to. The only book of hers that I've read is The Princess and the Scoundrel, because I love Han. Other than Rey, Han and Leia are my other two favorite characters. And when that dropped, I was like, the news that was coming out dropped, I was like, oh my God, this is like the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And I love that book. And if you haven't read the book, read the book. Don't let the fact that it takes place on the Star Cruiser scare you or think that it's like promotional, whatever, because it didn't feel like that to me. And anyways,
can I just interject real quick? Because speaking of the Star Cruiser, I was going to rewatch Lego Summer Vacation the other night, and I totally forgot that's on the Star Cruiser. I was like, oh yeah, that is.
Wait, 2 seconds.
I forget. Is the Star Cruiser not a thing anymore?
No,
correct,
it's gone.
It's closed.
Okay. That's
you mean to tell me you didn't watch the 4.5-hour video essay about that?
I haven't. I was so traumatized. I haven't watched Jenny Nicholson's video.
I haven't watched it either.
No, but wait. Sorry. I'm gonna do an aside. The Summer Vacation Lego short. That came out like 2 weeks before I moved to Florida. So I drove down with my dad. We did a family Disney vacation, and then my parents basically left me in Florida. And that's been Solo's story in the short. Is he's like, okay, we're on vacation, and then we're just gonna drop you off at Luke's Jedi Academy, and we're leaving. Bye. And it like traumatized me. Like those 10 minutes like made me cry so hard, because I was like, okay, I guess
I was gonna say
moving
like
across the country.
Special is them like going off on their own adventure and like kind of splitting up. So like I could only imagine you were like, wait, that's me.
I was like,
is this fucking play about us?
literally they're like, okay, bye, have fun at Jedi school. And I was like, okay, my parents are leaving me after our vacation, but that's fine. But anyways, Jedi training with Luke related, my presentation. So Twin Crossroads. Love The Princess and the Scoundrel. I ran the like countdown Twitter account for her. It didn't have that many followers, but Beth was like mildly obsessed with it, and I loved it.
What?
Anyways, I did. Yeah, I don't know if I ever like really put that on my thing. I also got an advanced reader copy of the book, but I moved to Florida, so it shipped to my home in Wisconsin, and then I had to have it like forwarded from my parents, so I got it at about the same time that everyone else got. Anyways, it was a whole thing. But yeah, so I was obsessed with that book, and then throughout that and just like generally following her after that, she would like respond to people asking questions and whatever. And that book talks a lot about Leia processing trauma, because she's just found out that Vader's her father and that Luke's a Jedi, and should I be a Jedi, and do I, it's a lot of questioning that she has in her mind, where she's like, oh, this is potentially a path for me, but how do I tackle that? in The Princess and the Scoundrel. So a lot of people were talking about that. And then Beth a few times mentioned, she was like, oh, I would love to write a book about Leia's Jedi training. So anyways, I'm going to figure out how to share my screen.
Hold on.
You get to ignore all
there
of these.
We go.
I'm not putting this in presentation mode.
Proof that Beth Revis is writing her Leia.
Wow, it's like real for what? Maybe it's. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, it's low. It's very low quality for me, but we'll hold on.
Wait,
is that
now
better?
It looks better. Now it looks better.
Yeah, it looks better. So
okay. I'll narrate it. Okay, so previous experience. What I basically was just saying. And
this
then,
is literally the freaking It's Always Sunny.
Literally. So I took probably 3 hours and put this together. So in like March 2024, she posted like a little teaser of like, hey, something's coming. And then it was like a GIF. It was the GIF of Leia in Return of the Jedi saying someone who loves you, like when she rescues Han. And I was like, something's happening. So I put this together and I was like, okay, these are my guesses. So I was like, new novel, Rescuing Han from Carbonite. My second guess was like an adaptation of The Princess and the Scoundrel, which is basically what we got, because we have the picture book, Someone Who Loves You. Also recommend, very easy read. The art's very cute. But then my third guess was this other book that she's mentioned multiple times. So anyways, there were a few hints earlier this year, so I started putting stuff in a presentation because I needed to collect all of the evidence. So anyways, Beth tweeted multiple times about her dream Star Wars project. She wanted to do, or she's wanted to write Leia's Jedi training. She talks about this in November 2022, October 2023, and January 2024. I can't go back in the Wayback Machine because Elon screwed up Twitter, as we all know. So I can't find the tweets, but I'm referencing it based off of, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but in the bottom left corner, there's like a thing where I was like, okay, on these days, she whatever. And then I'll touch briefly at the end because part of this, the book that was announced is Jedi Training. And I'm curious if the whole thing like is all going to come together or if it's just specifically training. So anyways, I'm also in Beth's newsletter. Starting February 9th, at the beginning of this year, listed on her what I'm working on, super secret sci-fi project popped up. Both times said waiting on notes, nothing else. This was my first tinfoil hat moment where I was like, oh my God, is something happening? So on March 31st, she posted these pictures of this ring that reminded her of her book that she just released. And then the other two rings on her finger were Luke and Leia's lightsabers from like Rock Love, I think. And I was like, oh, if the one ring is reminding her of her book she just released, Dragon of the Deep, do you think maybe the rings are like her next book? Like, is this a teaser? So I did post about this on Twitter because I was like, oh my God, this is maybe actually going to happen. Or maybe she just really likes Star Wars and she happened to be wearing them. I don't know. We got another newsletter update. No update, super secret sci-fi project, but it's still there. Okay. Then on May 13th, on an Instagram post, she said she's leaping into her dream project. And she previously mentioned the Leia training book as her dream project. We're reaching at this point, but I'm convinced. Then she also posted, she likes to weave, which is super cool. But she was watching something in the background. This, to me, seems like Star Wars. I thought it was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I then skimmed the entire series and I couldn't find it. I thought it was whatever like Imperial base, I guess, is underwater when they're trying to rescue Leia. I couldn't find where this was, but this screams Star Wars to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Then she purchased artwork of Luke and Leia. But then I was like, she's a Star Wars fan. Maybe not. And then she posted on June 8th that she had a book that was due in 2 months. So that was like August, early to mid-August. And I was like, oh, she's writing a dream project, whatever. It seems like this was like fast-tracked. And then this is when I was like, oh shit, it's happening. She posted pictures of her cat Dexter. And it said, no peeky secret words. So then, of course, I'm like, well, I'm going to look. So the first one, it says temple, and I was like, okay, but she writes a lot of like fantasy stuff outside of Star Wars novels. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then I went down to like the 6th slide or something like that, and I saw the name Leia, and I was like, oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. And then I was like, no, what if it like if it's like just like a newsletter or like a little blog post, like she has Patreon, maybe she's talking about something for Patreon, maybe there's a character named Leia in her book, and I was like, there's no way she would be using Leia spelled like that in a non-Star Wars book. And then I'm like, again, this is like psychotic. She's typing in pages. Usually she writes in Google Docs based off of other photos on her Instagram, but she was writing in pages because I think it's more secure than putting it on like a cloud, like whatever. And it was like 44,000 words. And I was like, that's not a newsletter. So it's clearly something. So I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. And then on her newsletter, June 22nd, her super secret sci-fi project said that it had 50,000 words. And I was like, okay, that aligns with the 44,000 words from like 10 days ago. This is probably the same project. So super secret sci-fi project with a character named Leia, spelled the same as Princess Leia from Star Wars. You know, like, okay, this is happening. This gets all like putsy stuff, but I was like, okay. Then a few days later, she had 60,000 words. July
That's still
1st,
insane to me. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna write 10,000 words in 4 days.
That's so much. Yeah. I'm like, thank God somebody's doing it, but I was like, that's a lot of words. But anyway, yeah, she was like secret book cover, secret book art, and I was like, why? Like, if you're releasing another book, like, okay, it's a secret, but like, is it that secret if it's non-IP, like original characters, you know, whatever. And then she's like, oh, I have 3 books releasing next year. And I was like, okay, Star Wars, maybe. Like, that's a lot of books.
3 books in a year.
That's insane. Like, first off, that's insane. Beth, are you okay?
3 years to write 1 book.
Yeah. Anyway, and then she posted on July 11th that she wrote a chapter and it made her cry. This is, again, me reaching. But I was like, oh, good. I can't wait to suffer. Hopefully this is Star Wars, and it seems like Star Wars, because what is Star Wars if not pain and suffering?
It's a lot of here.
And then finished a difficult chapter in her book, whatever. I was like, she's still writing. Then July 20th, she was down in Orlando for a different book release. I can't remember which one, but she had been posting the past few weeks being like, where are the Star Wars stores at Disney Springs? Because I don't think she wanted to like buy a ticket to go to Hollywood Studios specifically just to get merch. But she did stop at Disney Springs and get like goodies, quote unquote, from the Galactic Outpost. And I was like, okay, I mean, again, she's a Star Wars fan. It could mean nothing. Then there was this where she posted on Threads. She has very, 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 very cool things to announce. And then I was like, oh shit, Comic-Con's at the end of this week. So then I was like, this is happening like now, actually. And then I thought this was reaching. This is not as much reaching anymore that I think. But they were serving tea at this meetup they had at a Barnes and Noble in Orlando. And she specifically said it was lightsaber tea, and they had like lightsaber themed, quote unquote, tea. And it was like blue, green, and purple. And she was like, oh, I chose the blue lightsaber tea to match Leia's blade. And I was like, okay, she likes Leia, but like, that's like really oddly specific, Beth. Like, okay, that's fine. And then publishing panel tomorrow, a secret I've been keeping all summer. And then today I announced something cool. This was posted like as the publishing panel started. And then I was like, oh, yay. It was announced. Thank God. These Endor ears were released. Not that it matters, but these Endor ears were released probably in the past year. And I don't think she's been at Disney recently. This is one of the ponchos that they have for sale at the parks. So I think that's what she picked up from Disney Springs, if I had to take a guess. And then this was my timeline timeline that I had started. I haven't actually updated it, but I screenshotted Tom's tweet that I found of like what the timeline actually is. So I was expecting this to be more of like a celebration announcement, just based off of the fact that it sounded like she had an outline that she sent at the beginning of the year, and then they got back to her in May, and then she wrote the entire book over the course of like, what is that, 3 months, which is insane. So it was like a year and a half all in, but like less than a year from when she like really started the timeline. So anyways, yay, Twin Crossroads. And
That's
then
awesome.
I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. Stop
There we
sharing.
go.
Anyways, so again, the only reason I had that is I was like, I need a place to like collect my thoughts and all the evidence. So it's ridiculous that I have a deck for it. And then the other thing, so for when she would tweet about it, she would talk about like, oh, I want to do Luke and Leia training, Leia struggling to like overcome the like, okay, Vader kind of thing, which all sounds like it's very much in this book. I'm curious how this lines up because she talked a lot about like her being pregnant with Ben at this time, and that wasn't announced in the book. Or during the Comic-Con panel. So either one, Lucasfilm said, yes, you can do the training book, but you can't touch on this other part of it. Or two, that is still a part of it, but they're not necessarily marketing it as such, because if she's training to be a Jedi, and we know that this happens, and we know that she's probably struggling with the like whatever, it could be a topic of conversation. So I'm like maybe technically 70% correct, but I did see it on June 11th that she was writing something with Leia, and I was like, oh my god. And I didn't want to post about it because I was like, I don't want to ruin it and have her be like, what the hell?
Someone will use you as a scoop. Secret Star Wars book coming according to said Twitter user.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't post this. I don't want to ruin it. And I truly didn't know when it was going to be announced, obviously.
I've been hearing about some form of this presentation for the last 2 months. And
this is incredible.
It lived up to the hype.
It's incredibly stupid, but thank you.
No, I applaud this level of dedication because it's like, I get it.
I would have started this on whenever she posted Leia. Yeah, June 11th is when I started it. And then it was announced July 24th. So really it was only like a month and a half. I was like actively searching for evidence that this was happening. And then I went back and like documented all the other stuff. But yeah. So
new Jedi Order gets announced or re-announced tonight. We're gonna get like the 3-year-long presentation.
I applaud it because that's how I felt when I looked up like Matt Miknovitz interviews.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, like, okay, don't ask this question again. Just because it's like, that's how I am when it comes to that stuff. Yeah. So I get it. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh my God.
But to tie everything together, I mean, this has been a story I've wanted to see told since they first showed it in Rise.
Yes.
Like, I thought an animated series would have been perfect for this, but like I feel like a book is like the perfect medium for it. And we already know Beth can write Leia and really all of our female heroines great. So like I'm very excited to read this one. And get something we've never really seen. Like, we know what happens, but we've never seen it fully dove into. And I'm just, I can't wait.
Why do I get the sense, and maybe I'm just like, maybe it's like tinfoil conspiracy hat time for me. Why do I get the sense that whenever like any writer of like a movie or like a game or, novel like Star Wars or whatever, when people ask them like, oh, what do you want to do? And they're like, oh yeah, I'd love to work on this specific story or this thing. It's like, they're already working on it, but they don't want to.
They don't want to say.
They don't want to say it. They don't want to make it sound like they're already working on it.
I really want to work on this specific moment between episode 3 and 4 with this character. It's like, oh, cool. All right. Cool. Sounds good. But I mean, this is definitely a story that I'm certain a lot of people would want to write, and I'm very excited to see it. And because this all takes place before she has Ben, right?
Yeah, from what I've been able to piece together, and what a few, I can't remember who it was. Someone on Twitter was going through the oh my god, the comic series that was just released recently, the like Battle of Jakku.
Oh yeah, that
series.
Wasn't that terrible?
That's what I heard. Yeah,
I was like, I heard the continuity was weird. But from what they were able to piece together, is it seemed like, because there's like the first 4, and then there's a bit of a time jump, and then there's the middle 4 comics, and then there's a bit of a time jump, and then there's the end 4 that I think ends with Leia, like Battle of Jakku, Ben's born, that kind of stuff. Someone placed it between the like first and second set of 4 comics, and I think Leia's pregnant in the second. It feels weird to like speculate, but it's like, I think she's pregnant in the second group of 4, but she's not in the first group of 4. So they were like, I think they had pieced together like it was that. I don't know.
Because the Battle of Jakku, I believe, is a year after Return of the Jedi.
Endor, yeah.
Yep.
So, and that's when Ben's born?
I think so.
Because I, for whatever reason, I thought the timeline of Leia training was like 5 years, but then that would be Mando. Okay. I gotta reread the Star Wars timelines book.
They also, I will say, in Legacy, they pull some like actual specific numbers on Leia's training, and you get like flashback, because Rey's like, I don't understand what's going on, and Leia's like, oh, we did something similar, and like you get some cool flashbacks, and just as like a teaser, you get some flashbacks in there. But it's an interest. I mean, even when The Rise of Skywalker came out, I know a lot of people were like, how does this fit into the timeline? Because again, there's only a year between Return of the Jedi, and then they're rebuilding the Republic, and Shattered Empire, and now the Princess and the Scoundrel, and like all these different things are happening. And like Leia trains, and then she's pregnant with Ben, then she decides not to be a Jedi, and then it's messy. We'll put it that way. And I will say Beth did a really good job in the Princess and the Scoundrel of like working in the like Return of the Jedi timeline plus Shattered Empire plus no, it doesn't quite get to Aftermath, I don't think. That would be after it. Okay, so anyways, point is that it's messy. Timelines can
be messy. Like, they still haven't fully figured out the Mandoverse timeline yet, I don't think. Like, they were like, oh yeah,
is it all within
happened
2
same
weeks?
Year.
Or is it? I heard Mando and Grogu was like 2 year, like 11.
I've heard it's like 2 years after the show.
I don't know what's going on.
But then I heard they also say all 3 seasons of Mando and the Book of Boba Fett all take place in the same year. I'm like, that just can't add up. Because then you're like, oh, what was Grogu away from Din for like a week? Like,
yeah,
because Din's story in Book of Boba Fett makes it seem like at least some time has passed.
Yeah. At least like a few months, at minimum.
Mm-hmm. So what are like, oh, the next day I'm back to bounty hunting. I'm like, well, damn, that was quick.
Okay.
What's going on there? But yeah, no, it's next year this is coming out, right? It's not the end of this
April.
year.
It's like right after Celebration. April. So if I had to take
probably going to be getting advanced.
I know. I was like, if Beth is at Celebration and then they're selling the books at Celebration, like, then I can read it ahead of time. Like Legacy, when everyone was reading it at Comic-Con, and then people were posting like actual photos of pages from the book, and I was like, stop! It's not out for another 5 days. Shut up.
I don't like people. But yeah, no, going from something that we're very excited to something that I'm sure some people are excited for. I'm the no fun guy here, I guess. But something that I'm sure 10-year-old me would have loved, especially after this Lucasfilm acquisition of like, what if Star Wars and Marvel had like a team up thing? And then I'm thinking to the Patton Oswalt Parks and Rec skit of like, and then we see the X-Men's Quinjet show up Which I texted Don. I was like, oh my God, this is a thing now. But we're getting a comic at least in 2027 for the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Star Wars Marvel Hope Assembles is coming out. A one-shot written by Kevin Smith. And the blurb they have here is the series follows Marvel heroes as they see the events of Star Wars unfolding on Earth and before their very eyes after a spell shatters reality. The Avengers, Spider-Man, and more will team up with heroes like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Chewbacca, while Doctor Doom will align himself with the likes of Darth Vader and the Galactic Empire. I read this.
Ooh, shocker! It features only original trilogy characters.
I read this and I go, yeah, that's a thing that's happening, isn't it?
That's the most fanficky shit I've
That's
ever
my
heard.
problem. Is I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't. It's the thing that people will say about some of the shows. Shit. I'm like, this is just fanfic bullshit to me, and I've heard
fanfics better than that.
Like there is a part of me that I'm like, why am I not excited for this? I love both things separately, but it just feels like corporate synergy, the comic to me. And I was talking with Jared the day this was announced, Connor, and I'm like, I'm shocked it took them this long to do this. Like this feels like a 2014 thing. Like when they were doing like the Phineas and Ferb Star Wars and Phineas and Ferb Marvel episodes.
I feel like Phineas and Ferb Star Wars, so my opinion, so good. So good. Love that.
Really
what I remember, incredible.
It's so good.
But it makes sense of like, when we were getting like the Mickey Mouse in a lightsaber, like in a Jedi robe and lightsaber merch at the parks, or like
if they hashtag bring back Star Wars weekends,
or like 2014, 2015, like when everything was original trilogy. But now we're getting this, and like I get it's the 50th anniversary, but why is it just A New Hope with Marvel characters?
But it's the 50th anniversary of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not Marvel. I don't remember when Marvel was.
Oh, so wait! This is a 5-issue series. I thought this was a one-shot.
What?
Nope, 5. I say that as if I knew that.
I like this less now, actually.
Oh my god!
Like the one thing that intrigues me is that it's Kevin Smith writing it, and not one of like the usual comic writers, because like there's a lot of authors that I really like that write Star Wars comics, but you do sometimes of like, okay, this is Star Wars from the same 5 or 7 writers. So having it be someone that isn't a part of that like usual suspects writing this does intrigue me, and it's someone that is a fan of both. But I'm also just like, man, I wish I cared. I wish I cared. Will I read it? Probably. Will it be fun? I'm sure I'll have at least some fun with it. But like, it's just, it does nothing for me now.
It's an interesting choice.
It's like the Iron Falcon. Like,
it's so bizarre.
The Iron Falcon is just a no.
Like, why?
It's just a no for me. But like, this is like, yeah, they're doing it. But again, it took them this long, and I'm shocked. Like, I feel the same way about the Marvel What If show. Like, I just don't care about fanfic what if type of stories told in an official capacity. Like fan fiction, fan stories, I'm all for that. But like, if they announce tomorrow we're gonna do a Star Wars What If show, and we're gonna see what if Anakin didn't turn.
They might do this in a few hours, Andrew.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't.
A Star Wars What If would kill this plot. Would kill this.
Oh yeah. Whether or not like, if the stories were like, I mean, I'd be interested to see what they'd come up with, but I also am like, I feel like I've seen
some of the most basic ones.
I was gonna say, I
what
feel
if
like
it
a
was
fan fiction version of a What If
was
would be
trained instead of Luke, or like it's or like they're just not gonna do.
What if Anakin didn't turn? What if Anakin killed Obi-Wan? You know,
what if
Yoda turned to the
Vader
dark side?
survived the Death Star, or like Return of the Jedi, which I think they did in the comics a while. Like
what if Luke turned to the dark side?
What if Luke was on Alderaan and Leia was on Tatooine? Mm-hmm. What if
Yeah, they'll do. It'll probably be like the MCU one where it's either the most basic thing or it's like things literally no one is asking for. Like, what if C-3PO was this instead of this?
What if C-3PO was a Jedi?
That's what I was going to say.
I'm red arm.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
What if?
I know. I got one for you. What if Nadar Veb didn't die?
then the Clone Wars wouldn't exist.
Yeah, like I don't know why.
What
I
if
just
you-
noticed the-
What if
Well,
I'm
they
gonna
kind of
die?
did it with the Lego
survive?
series. I hope that's as far as
Yeah.
they ever go with it.
Like
because
Rebuild the
Lego
Galaxy
is fine.
is pretty much like our version of Star Wars What If, and like I really liked the second season, but that
Yeah.
first season I had that same problem where it was just like, oh look, it's Ewok bounty hunters, and look, here's that thing, but it's different, and I'm like, it's
Ah,
cool,
okay.
but like to me, it's just it feels like noise at a point. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's what this is to me. And maybe I'm just older and cynical now, and maybe I just gotta like stop being
Lighten
the
up.
stop having fun guy.
I feel like Lego
But
is the only medium with Star
where it
Wars
can
that
work.
What If could work.
Correct.
Yeah,
Like,
In
if
my-
you
yeah,
tried to
correct.
do like a serious one, I
The
jump
fandom
off
would
of that.
explode. The fandom
like
would explode.
maybe a graphic novel would be cool,
Yeah.
but like I
'Cause no
don't
one
want to see
fucking
that
reads.
told in like a TV show.
Well, yeah.
I just don't.
If
And,
it's
like,
in
I
any
don't
sort of
wanna see-
official medium, everyone would just be like, "No, this is canon now. This is
Like
better."
if they do
than what we
like
got."
like a Marvel, like if say next year's Lego special is like a Marvel Star Wars crossover, I'll be like, I don't want to see this because one, it's like, hey, look at that Iron Falcon set. Isn't that want to buy that?
It's-
But it's
yeah.
also like, it's just too corporate synergy to me, and I just don't care, and I feel not bad, but I'm just like, cool. It's whatever. And I saw
Yeah.
some people that were genuinely very excited for this, and I'm like, I wish I could be there,
Yeah.
but I'm just not. And like, I don't know, man. I'd rather really cool new stuff, and revisiting stuff that we have with legacy characters than,
yeah.
hey,
I think-
you know what I need?
yeah.
A New Hope, but with Spider-Man in it. And I'm like, cool.
I will say, as much as I love, like, I did truly love the new Spider-Man movie and most Marvel movies
Love it.
that I've seen. I'm like, it's good, but I'm not like a big Marvel person as it is. Like, I saw Spider-Man, I was like, this is great, and then it wasn't necessarily like, oh, I'm like Spider-Man obsessed for like the next few weeks. So I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is fine. Probably not something that I'll check out, but I'm curious what it is.
This is
you know,
me.
like what
The
is
other
it?
thing
that was
I wanna-
me with Toy Story.
I love Toy Story 5, dude.
Dude, okay. Have we all seen it?
I've seen Toy Story 5. Yeah.
Okay, cool. For those listening and or watching, spoilers for Toy Story 5.
It's
On
been
a Star
out for like
Wars
2
podcast.
months. Has it
I know,
not?
but like still. No, because I remember when Andrew, here's the thing. I cried through like 70% of that movie the first time I saw it. Because I only watched like a tiny bit of the trailer, and that was it. I had no clue.
Dude, the
about
opening took me out. Took me out.
Dude, the opening shocked me. I was like, oh, this is
Okay.
interesting.
I heard when somebody loved me, I'm like, so this is the game we're playing now. 2 minutes into the movie. I see what it is.
I was like so
Speed
into it.
run sobbing Pixar. They were like,
I was just like, ooh, I was like multiple Buzz. Because at first I was like, oh, okay, we're starting off with Buzz. Cool. I was like, no, we're starting off with multiple Buzzes. And then, yeah, I cried through like most of that movie. The 3 scenes that killed me. Obviously, the Jesse scene.
oh yeah.
The scene that took me by surprise with how much it destroyed me emotionally was Lily Pad throwing herself on the donation truck because I did not expect it at all. I thought she was the villain the entire movie. I had no clue about anything with her. And so like when they would cut to her like looking like sad, I was like, it's just an act. She's just playing. She doesn't mean this. And then she threw herself on the donation truck. I sobbed.
Oh,
And just from there, it was just waterworks.
so
I
good.
think
It's a good
5
one.
to me is so good, but my one, and I told Mads this, but my one issue with 5 is the same as my biggest issue with Mando and Grogu, is how Mando and Grogu didn't have a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. This didn't have You Got a Friend in Me in it, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, I was
It
like,
feels
what
weird.
did you tell me?
That's valid. I
Have
get that.
Wait,
But,
have
like,
I not that we need to talk about Mando and Grogu. Have I been on since Mando and Grogu released?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think we've had an episode since Mando and Grogu released.
Anyways,
coming to Disney Plus September something.
I thought it was already on Disney Plus. I'm gonna be honest.
It's on.
I don't know why.
They released it on digital this week, but
that's what
Disney
I'm thinking.
Plus, it comes out
like for
beginning
purchase.
of September. Yep.
Right.
So D23 has started today as of recording. The big studio panel is in 2 hours.
2 hours.
From where we are right now. So everything we're about to say is going to be invalid probably by the time this episode drops.
Yep. So be prepared for that.
Will I need to do an emergency recording tomorrow? We will find out.
Most likely.
Most likely. The one thing, I mean, we can just do small prediction. I don't think we're getting, some people are like, we're going to get a big movie announcement. I think by big movie announcement, they mean people there are going to see the Starfighter teaser.
I think we're probably going to see something from Starfighter, considering it's been wrapped for a while.
Yeah.
you
And
think
maybe
they're going to release it to the public, though? That's my question.
I hope they,
because if they do, I'm doing a video.
I don't think they will. I think they'll wait until
I'm so excited for that.
Something. I don't know what's coming up, but I think they'll hold it for another few months.
I feel like they're also definitely going to show something with Ahsoka season 2, considering there's like stuff there.
Yeah.
There's stuff there. Amanda Spondy had a panel today. I think it's a safe bet that we're going to, or at least the audience there will get either a trailer or a sizzle reel or something.
I think
that is, well, it got pushed back. So I'm like, are they going to do a trailer this far out? But like, I think we'll at least get something. Because we have the costumes for young Ahsoka and Anakin are out there. The snow outfits from the Clone Wars. Hell yes. And they look great. I don't know if we're going to get any big reveals like I joked earlier, Ewan McGregor is going to show up with Hayden.
Watch.
We could.
We say it now and it's going to happen, and we're just going to be like, what the fuck?
Or like Natalie fucking Portman shows up and it's like, yeah, Padme's back in Ahsoka season 2. Like, I don't think we're going to get anything like that.
No.
Dude, honestly, Natalie Portman showing up in anything Star Wars nowadays would be like top 5 biggest things to ever happen.
Oh,
she's the only one from the prequels that hasn't had her like big return
comeback. Yeah.
So like, at some point you got to do
Which does remind me, I still need to read the Vader comics in between Empire and Jedi.
What is it? The Greg Pak ones? Is that who did it?
Yeah.
I haven't read those either.
I got a decent amount through, and then like I just stopped, and then I heard there were a bunch of like prequel references and being like, "Hey Vader, you remember when you were a kid? Yeah, go fuck yourself."
Is that the Sabe one, or is that the Charles Soule one?
I think the Sabe one is Greg Pak.
Because I know like Kitster shows up in one. I'm like,
yeah, that
of all characters,
Charles Soule was the 2017 one,
the 2017
where he builds
one?
the fortress.
Okay, so I mean, it's very. I'm going to say it's very likely we get something Ahsoka related. Starfighter, they're definitely going to say something.
Yeah.
It's whether or not they release it to the public, or whether we're going to have to watch the shaky cam. Doesn't want to get caught in the convention room,
back of the room.
Yeah, footage. I mean, maybe we'll get the cast there. I'm assuming Gosling's going to be there. I'm assuming Sean Levy's going to be there. Maybe we get something Maul season 2. Maybe hey, it's coming next year.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
I honestly forgot about Maul. Shadow Lord.
But like, I don't think, because Mads pointed out the last time there was like a big like new announcement at D23 for Star Wars was when Kathleen Kennedy brought Ewan McGregor on stage for the Obi-Wan show. I don't think we're going to get anything like that. Now watch. Everything in their mother is going to get revealed. It's like, hey, new movie coming out 2028, and hey, Daisy's here, and like all this stuff. But like,
But yeah,
I'm choosing to be cautiously because I'm choosing to be cautiously optimistic. I don't think they're gonna have anything for the games because I feel like this is just the movies and the shows.
Oh yeah, no, they're not going to
Being
have
talked
anything.
about today.
yeah, I don't think so.
There's
I
no
think-
way. I say this now, and they're going to do like a Jedi reveal, the Jedi 3 trailer, and I'm just going
I
to.
feel like it wouldn't be at this panel. I feel like it would be
No.
later in the weekend.
I feel like if they do game stuff, it would be like Fortnite related things, right? Because they have
Ryan
Epic.
Gosling's skiing in Fortnite.
In Fortnite.
Speaking of Star Wars games, I actually downloaded and played that Star Wars Heroes and Villains Monopoly the other week. It was pretty
really?
fun. It was pretty fun. The only thing I don't like is like they put you in teams, so it's like you're one hero team and one villain team. And if I were to play it again, I would definitely control it to where like you play as the entire team, because I was like me and then like 2 computer players and then like my girlfriend and 2 computer players, and I was just having like Han Solo kept gambling, and I'm like, dude,
Stop.
You're buying all my shit, you're spending my money, stop it. Yoda going to the casino, I'm like, stop it right now. But I mean, it was fun. But like, I'm more hyped for Zero Company and Galactic Racer.
Yeah.
That's in 2 weeks.
I keep forgetting those are coming out.
I didn't know that was 2 weeks.
But
Again,
I'm also
I'm not big into games, but I like
hopefully
kind
I
of
can
follow
afford
it
it.
as things are released, and then I don't ever play it.
I've been saying I wanted to stream something for like
Honestly, the last Star
8
Wars
years.
game, the only other Star Wars game I want to play right now is The Force Unleashed. Because that's my current backlog.
Bring us back to 2008. But I mean, does anyone have any like wild this could happen besides maybe something Starfighter?
For some reason, everyone thinks that they're going to announce episodes 10 through 12, which I don't think. I think it might be coming with who is it? Kinberg's trilogy. Like I know that I don't not think that something's happening with the trilogy. It could be 10 through 12. Like we know he's doing something. I don't think that's going to get announced though.
Hasn't Simon Kinberg been doing something with Star Wars since like 2016?
It could have been. I mean, is that
Like-
is he
like-
the one that just? I just posted about this too. I was like,
I
is he the
remember-
one who
I
was
think
just
I
at
saw you.
Lucasfilm this week?
He was,
I think I
yes.
saw
So
your
Okay.
I
post
think
about
that's why
it.
people think his movie's going to get traction. I feel like if they were going to announce 10 through 12, they would wait until
That would be
celebrations for the 50th anniversary. Like
Yeah.
that just
Yeah, that was
makes
my
sense.
best. Yeah.
Like if they're gonna, maybe they announce what the 2028 movie is, and if that's New Jedi Order, or if they're like, hey, this is getting merged into this, like some people
Yeah.
are predicting. But like, I just feel like that big announcement, if you're gonna announce the saga is continuing, you'd wait until the
That's a
50th for that,
big thing.
and not just hey D23.
By the way,
So Starfighter, and then also this
also
big thing.
large announcement.
Yeah,
I
large
think-
announcement trilogy coming.
You kind of touched on it. I think like one of a realistic wild card that I could maybe, I don't think it'll happen, but could maybe happen is if they gave like filming / release date for something that's been announced. So like New Jedi Order. I know a lot of things are kind of, I mean, everything other than Starfighter is basically kind of in like flux right now of like, is it happening? Is it not happening? Is it shelved? Are we coming back? You know, whatever. But if they were to announce something, I don't think it's going to be a completely new thing. It'll be like a New Jedi Order is starting filming this fall. It'll be released in 2028, or the like Heir to the Empire, whatever Dave Filoni's movie was that was announced, New Jedi Order, Lando,
Dude,
Taika
Lando would be
Waititi's
sick.
movie.
Well, if freaking Glover comes out, it's like, yeah, we started shooting this already. It's coming 2028. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Okay. Like that, I
Um,
think I
if
don't
it's-
think it would be like a new, like it's not like they're gonna go, oh yeah, new thing, like Starfighter kind of was during Celebration, where everyone, I mean, not like, yeah, like was like, oh whoa, this is like a totally different.
Yeah, it's like
new
here's our new
thing.
new movie trilogy, and here's the cast. Like, I don't think we're getting that.
I don't think that's
I
happening.
forget, with the Lando stuff, was that originally supposed to be a show? Now it's a
I
movie?
think so.
Show, and then they said they repurposed it into a movie.
Movie.
Okay. Because I was
like,
going to say, like, if it's
Maybe.
still a show and it's not
Obi-Wan.
titled The Calrissian Chronicles, I'd die.
My whole thing is, like, I hope they do it at some point, because I think they should. Well, when it was a show, I was like, they should have every episode start with Billy D on the Falcon and then segue into Glover. And I hope they still do that for whatever the new product is, because they should do that. And I mean, Billy D. Williams isn't getting any younger, so like they should, if they want to make this project, they should do it soon. Although he feels like one of those guys that literally anytime they ask him to do anything, he's like, all right, I'm in. Like, it's just but yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything crazy. I think my wild card pick is we get a new animated show announcement, because that one article was hinting that they're focusing more on animation with the shows right now. So like, hey, Shadow Lord season 2, we know that's coming. This is also coming. Yeah. That's maybe my outside the box kind of thing, because I love more animated Star Wars. That's why I started this podcast. But that would be my guess.
We started to revisit the Clone Wars, and we're on season.
How's that going?
We're on season 2. We started this podcast.
We've been saying for the last 2 months, let's record this Geonosis episode, and then life kicked my ass, and now it's kicking Don's ass. So like, we'll soon, guys, soon. You know, summer's rough.
Good thing those bugs can't aim.
Oh, I can't wait. So that's our predictions. So look forward to all of that being invalidated by the time I start editing the first frame of this episode. But, you know, it'll be fun to look back on and point and laugh at those people.
Yeah. I will say, not to go back quick, like not actual prediction, but like true wild card, it's really not going to happen. But the only reason I would say that it would happen at D23 is if they actually announced Hunt for Ben Solo and or like some version of that, because I think it's been widely reported on that Disney was the one that like screwed that up and not Lucasfilm. So if Josh D'Amaro came out and was like,
familiar.
Yeah. And was like, hey, we messed up. I'm a new CEO. I'm not Bob Iger. I'm going to, get this done kind of thing. That's the only thing I could think of like why it would, one, if it's ever announced or like reworked into something else, we'll start there. And two, at least it kind of would make a little bit of sense, but I don't know if they would go all out and say, hey, we fucked up.
Hey guys,
we're going to make it. But I mean, it was like a Disney. It was a Disney fuck up, not a Lucasfilm fuck up.
Yeah, it wasn't a Lucasfilm fuck up, and now it's like there's new regimes at both.
Yeah. So it could be like a hey, we have Dave, we have Josh, and we have Adam, who also was just on stage for God only knows what, but I truly no expectation for that to happen. In my heart, I would love for it to happen someday. I'm not convinced that they'll revisit it. I would love them to, but
I just thought so. Like, I don't know what the order is. I don't know if Marvel's going first or if Star Wars is going first. But like, it'd be so cool if like they announce him, and he is in the X-Men cast, and then like he just like wanders on the stage later during the Star Wars. Like, Adam, why are you here?
I have a movie I'm trying to make.
Again, shooting this movie.
Because again, Kevin Feige said that they've called him multiple times and he's denied being in Marvel multiple times. If Adam's smart, actually, I don't know if this is smart, but if he's smart and uses being in a Marvel movie as like leverage of, I will do this if you let me make my movie. I don't know. Again.
I don't know. We're going tinfoil hat, but...
Tinfoil hat. And now that I've said it, it's going to happen. Yeah.
This could either be the most nothing panel, or this could be everything.
I'm predicting
nothing. I wake up for work tomorrow, and it's just like, oh!
There's the what? So
they announced what?
They announced a 5-part Vader or a 5-season Vader TV show, because that side of the fandom's been wanting Vader focused stuff. But yeah. What?
Yeah,
Nothing. I would kill
Okay.
myself if that happened.
Nothing.
I
Do we
wouldn't.
need to-
I
do we need to
wouldn't.
have
But
a-
it's like, dude,
I
I
should
just
have asked you to repeat it. I got it.
no,
once
no,
I
no.
said what?
You're good. Again,
Do we need to have a conversation?
We
for the
have.
purposes of this podcast,
Mental health is
this
important.
is a
Connor's
bit.
fine.
This is a
But-
bit.
But we do have 6 movies and 7 seasons of a TV show
We have
plus
6
season like
movies.
every other TV show. Like
Yeah,
Vader's
7
cool,
seasons of
but-
a TV show, 3 comics,
yeah,
and probably like
Guys.
2 or 3 books.
Guys, we want a Vader movie. They've never made that.
I would say the comics would do a much better job telling the story than any movie ever would.
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't care that you want to see it in action. Guess
I hear
what? You can
some people
watch
are
it
like,
to
"Oh,
be in action in
I
Obi-Wan
want
Kenobi.
I want a hard R Vader movie. I'm like, no, that sounds terrible. I don't want an R-rated Star Wars movie. That just sounds all this blood and gore. I'm like, that's not.
That's not Star
First
Wars.
of all,
that's not- first
lightsabers
of all, lightsaber.
cauterize.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would say
actually,
lightsabers
there might be no
except
blood.
unless you're in the cantina Mos Eisley, then for whatever reason, I can't remember what the character. It's
Aqualish.
not Baba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're an Aqualish.
Unless
Like,
you're Aqualish,
Hey, kid,
then it doesn't
make that
cauterize.
kind of
But
movie.
every other instance, it does.
so.
Anyway,
But now,
Anyway, hunt for Ben Solo, I guess.
I hope so. But now, we've talked about D23. We've talked about Comic-Con. Now it's time to have some fun because
I'm
I've prepared a
scared.
game. Connor knows what it is.
scared.
Mads does not.
I
I have no idea.
I almost forgot.
But
Yeah, I forgot this was coming.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Ray Jeopardy.
Oh my god. Yes. I'm wearing.
It is time.
You've seen like
play-
her forehead. I'm wearing
Yeah.
a Ray, which is not surprising. I'm wearing a Ray shirt, but
It is time
is she
play
wearing
Ray Jeopardy.
her Last Jedi outfit or her Rise of Skywalker outfit? I don't know. I think it's Rise of
both.
Skywalker, but it's
Yeah.
with Last Jedi colors.
I have that
Yeah.
shirt too.
What's up,
It's
Hot
weird.
Topic?
I don't know. So
Oh my god,
let
you
me
put on a
figure out.
jacket.
Let me figure out how to do this again.
How are we doing it? Like,
Hold on. We're gonna.
I'm
figure
scared
this out.
now. What if I get all the
Okay.
questions wrong?
So, our categories are: you need a teacher, which is about Ray's various mentors, so Luke, Leia, whatever. The scavenger from Jakku, which is of course about Ray's life on Jakku. Her first steps, which is pretty much everything from when she discovers the Force onwards. A story for another time is a scrapped stuff. So behind the scenes things that never ended up coming to
Oh
play.
gosh.
And beyond the saga, which is like books and other stuff like that.
Oh my
so,
god.
let's see how this goes.
This is either
So,
gonna be amazing or I'm gonna totally embarrass myself. I don't have to like.
I don't know
Let's-
what's going to happen.
I'm scared.
okay. We're gonna
So-
flip a coin.
Yeah,
Connor,
I-
heads or tails?
Tails.
It is heads. So Mads
Darn,
will go
okay.
first. We will go. So we will buzz.
Wait,
in with your
okay.
na-
Wait. Andrew,
Yeah, how do we buzz in?
Andrew, I have a question.
Mhm.
Is there Final Jeopardy?
There is a final Jeopardy.
What? Oh my god!
So we will buzz in with. I wish Don was here for this, man. So buzz in with your name. If you get it right, obviously that'll be the points. If you get it wrong, you'll lose the points.
Wait,
If
what do you
bo-
mean by buzz in with your name?
So just say like Mads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This sounds. I was gonna. I'm
This is
just
not
gonna
high
go.
tech. I was
Man,
like,
Yeah, just go. Yeah, I guess you can just do that.
I'm just gonna do a
That's-
buzzer
okay.
sound.
Yeah, if both of you get it wrong, we'll reveal the answer. Yada yada yada. So what are we starting with? Start us off. These aren't super. Like I didn't go crazy with the
I
questions.
hope not.
Okay. 'Cause
What is Scavenger from Jakku again? Is that just like
Jakku background stuff, like her
okay?
as a like that time.
Okay, let's do. Oh god, let's do her first steps for like 200.
Okay, let me check this. Impressive. Every word in that sentence was wrong. When Luke Skywalker asks Rey about her knowledge of the Force, what is her reply?
And then we buzz, right? How do we play
Mhm.
Jeopardy? We buzz in. But what is the answer?
That's what you
the-
gotta
I
decide.
know.
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, she has to answer this. I'm trying to.
Well, you can also buzz
You
in.
can buzz in too,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, it's whoever. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm scared now that I'm like, what?
Okay, Connor.
I think it was. I can't remember the exact line, but I know it was something along the lines of, "It's a power that Jedi have that makes them control things and makes things float."
Yes.
Power that Jedi have that lets them control people
Okay.
and makes things
Make
float.
things float.
Okay. Cool.
Impressive.
I just remember
Shit.
at first I was like, "Oh God, I don't remember this." And then
I know. I
remembered
was like, what
makes
is it?
things
Yeah. Now that
float.
you
I
say
started-
that, I remember.
I think that might have been
clearly,
too hard
I remember
for,
the scene.
for
But I was
Um,
imagining that the end of the movie, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God.
Wait, so whose turn is it now?
Now it's your turn,
You got
Connor.
it right, so
Oh.
it's your turn.
So you
Oh, okay.
choose.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched Jeopardy in
Wait,
forever,
I have a
so-
question. If
Yes.
we know the answer, we have. I think official Jeopardy rules states that you can't buzz in until after the question's been read.
After the question's been read, so you
Okay.
can't interrupt me, or I'll dock you.
Okay. I just want to make sure that was the case.
Yeah. But I'm not like
Uh,
putting a time. Like if you like don't answer within like 5 seconds, I'm not going to be like, all right, we're moving on.
Okay,
Like,
good.
we'll have a chance to
Oh God.
go through the questions.
let's go Beyond the Saga for 100.
What is this one? Rey's voice is brought to life in the Lego Star Wars specials by this voice actress.
Andrew.
I'm sorry. It's too hot for this. We gotta. The bit lasted 2 questions.
Man,
I
who's
genu-
I
I
don't
genuinely
know.
don't
I don't
know.
know. I have no idea.
Okay, you do not know.
This is
I'll give you-
horrifying.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
I literally I could not. I'm not even gonna. I couldn't even pull a name.
No.
Helen Sadler.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
But
that's
but
a,
I think she narrated. What is
Jaws
it?
of
Jaws of
Jakku.
Jakku.
Yep.
I'll give you that fun fact. God.
She's does a great Rey. I'll say that much.
It's great.
so whose turn is it now?
It is
I
still
think it's
your
still
turn.
yours, Connor.
Or it is still
Okay.
yours.
Oh God.
Oh wait, hold on. No, you didn't answer wrong. Never mind. Okay, so
I'll go with, oh God. So the 100 questions are hard.
I'm
What the fuck are the
horrified.
500 questions?
I don't think they're all this hard, guys.
Okay, I'll go with you need a teacher for 300.
Okay, this one's fairly easy.
Oh, thank
When
God.
Rey declines Han's offer to join the Millennium Falcon crew, since she's been away from Jakku for too long, what is Han's response?
Meh. I think it's like,
Shit.
oh, that's too bad. Chewie kind of likes you or whatever.
Dude.
Damn it! This is horrifying, you
Dude kinda
guys.
likes you.
Yeah, I don't know how I remember
Oh my God.
that.
Connor's the Rey
I
guy.
was gonna.
I'm kind of
horrified.
scared of myself. You need a teacher for 200.
This is bad that I'm
I'm
guy
so
that-
scared now.
You're
I'm
playing
like,
the guy that writes Star Wars questions. Okay, Leia's Jedi training with Luke took place on which planet?
Agent
Mads?
Kloss.
That is
Thank
Okay, thank
God.
God. I don't know why.
I got
I'm
one.
completely blanked on the
Yay,
planet.
legacy. I'm caught up on that.
Woo!
Okay.
All right.
Oh, now I have to. Let's do Scavenger from Jakku 100.
Okay. This one's also, if you know things, pretty easy. What are the names of Rey's parents? Mads?
This is so stupid that I'm making it whatever noise. Dathan and Miramar, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fair
Miramar.
enough.
Miramar.
Straight up, did not know.
I knew
I've
Dathan.
forgotten.
I was like, what's the mom's name? Thank you, Wikipedia. Also, if I'm going off of what was there, so if anyone's like, actually, that's not correct for some of these.
Actually, the Wook is wrong.
Yeah, the Wook was...
Pull an acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds bad. Pull a, yeah, forever is
Pull
like,
a... Yeah,
pull a
pull a-
acolyte. Actually, Kitty Mummy.
Daddy Mummy was born in this year. All right, where are we going next?
Let's try Beyond the Saga for 200 again. This is not going to be good, but
no, you'll get this because we just talked about it.
I'm
the novel
horrified.
Legacy, Rey's Jedi training brings her and Leia to which Force-rich planet?
Tython. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
thank
sick.
God.
I have no idea.
Okay, cool. Now we're tied.
Not all of them
I
are
feel
terrible.
better. I feel redeemed.
So we're tied now.
Let's do A Story for Another Time 200.
Okay. This is another one. If you know behind the scenes stuff, you'll probably get this. The name Rey would not be given to our heroine until after The Force Awakens had already begun filming. What was the character originally named during production? Conor?
Kira.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Repurposed with a Q in Solo, a Star Wars story. Okay.
Oh God. You need a teacher for 100.
Okay, check. In canon, which color lightsaber blades are used by Luke Skywalker? Oh shit!
Who got it?
I think I heard Mads first.
I could have sworn I heard myself first before, like a split second before Mads.
Okay, we'll try this again. In canon, which color lightsaber blades are used by Luke Skywalker? All right, I heard Conor first this time.
Okay.
Green, blue, yellow. I'm probably missing one. I'm 100% missing one.
Incorrect.
Okay, yeah.
This is kind of a mean 100-point question now that I'm thinking about
it. I would say this is. I would. Yeah.
So okay, so then I can buzz in if I think.
Yes, you can. Yep.
Wait, do we detract? Okay, I was like,
yeah. So he loses 100 points.
So it could be a strategy that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to buzz in because I'm feeling like I'm going to miss something, or it's just really easy, and I'm like, yeah.
So we consulted the Wook for this one. Blue, yellow, green is correct. He also briefly used a red lightsaber in one of the canon comics.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Which comic?
2015 Star Wars run. Mm-hmm.
I read that
for like an issue, and then I think it like explodes or something. That's what the Wook
I read that. How did I forget?
Like
I knew it used the yellow. I
lightsaber.
wouldn't have said that initially. If I had buzzed in, I would have just said.
And I guess he had a red Shoto blade in Legends, but that's why I said.
Darn it!
Would have been the same.
I guess you get like 75 points for that or whatever. Whatever.
All right. So Conor, wait, who answered the last?
I think it's Conor answered last, but I didn't, and he got it wrong. But I didn't buzz in.
He got the Kira question right. Okay, so Conor still has the board. Again. Where are we going?
Okay. Oh God. The Scavenger from Jakku for 400.
Okay. Mads references this scene a lot on Twitter, so she gets this wrong.
I'm gonna be.
While flying the Millennium Falcon, Rey shows some proficiency as a pilot. Astonished, how does Rey explain her pilot skills to Finn? I don't need the exact quote. That's what she says. Go ahead.
Damn it.
I've flown some ships before, but I've never left the planet.
Yeah.
Right?
Because remember, people say, "Hey, it's never explained how she's."
She goes,
how does she fly?
I don't know. I've flown some ships, but I've never left the planet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
There are some very like Mads coded questions I put in here on purpose. That is one of them.
Because we started out rough. Let's do, you know what? Let's just do A Story for Another Time 500. And I'm sure this is going to basically be suicide, but I don't care.
In the scrap Duel of the Fates script for episode 9, Rey's last name was revealed to be what? Conor.
Solana.
There we go. 500 points
know that one.
Petey.
The only reason I remember this is because I fucking read that script so many damn times.
Like, what?
I think there might be one. No, there is one other Duel of the Fates question in that category.
Oh, thank God! In this one,
in the Story for Another Time. Yeah.
Okay. Story for another time, 400.
Okay, this one is shot in the dark here. Who of these actresses was not considered for the role of Rey before Daisy Ridley's casting? A. Shailene Woodley, B. Elizabeth Olsen, C. Tatiana Maslany, or D. Saoirse Ronan?
I don't want to answer and get it wrong is the problem.
Yeah, same here, because I have no clue.
I have a guess.
I'm going to need at least one buzz.
No.
From at least one of you.
Fine.
Yes.
Is it B?
It is not B.
Damn it.
I'm not going to answer.
Elizabeth
Wait,
Olsen
can I take a second guess, not
was
for actual
in
points?
consideration, but she didn't want to sign up for 2 franchises at the same time.
Is it Shailene Woodley?
It is not Shailene Woodley. It was Tatiana Maslany.
That is the person who I was like,
Now maybe she was, but
I was like Tatiana Maslany as Rey.
I read
that makes sense.
Because I know she was she supposed to be in TLJ and then she dropped out and that was Kelly Marie Tran, or was that a different actress? I might be making something up completely.
Tatiana Maslany in Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I
that
would
makes
have
sense.
never guessed she would have never been in consideration.
They were all in consideration. Elizabeth Olsen declined to audition because she was already in the MCU. But they were, I think she might have been JJ's first choice, but I could be wrong there.
Interesting.
It is you still have the board.
Oh, okay. Story for another time.
Who answered that one? I forgot.
Nobody. Well, I answered, and then I got it wrong, so I get less points.
Yeah. Okay.
I took one for the. Well, it's not a team.
You took one for the team.
I took one for the team.
I'll do story for another time, 300.
Okay, this is the other one.
Out.
Instead of the yellow-bladed saber she wields at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, concept art depicted Rey wielding this weapon in the film instead. Mads?
Dual-sided blue lightsaber.
That is correct.
Woo!
Yeah, wasn't it described as like a pike or something? I forget.
Should have had it, but... Yep. All right. Where are we going?
Oh, that's me.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Let's do story for another time, 100.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's clear out the category.
This is a very For the Republic podcast coded question.
Oh, God.
For some reason, famed Legends writer and the Force Awakens novelization author Alan Dean Foster thought Rey should have been revealed to be this.
Like a half cyborg,
Yeah.
like a droid.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Brought that up earlier. I was like, hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're coming back to this.
Scavenger from Jakku for 200.
Okay. On Jakku, which scavenger did Rey save BB-8 from when they first met? Conor?
Tito.
Damn it!
Tito.
Oh God. Now let's go Scavenger 300.
Okay. Rey spelled that wrong. Scavenges for parts in a ravaged Imperial Star Destroyer. Its crash landing on Jakku is first depicted in this canon novel. I heard Conor first this time.
Aftermath, Empire's End.
Oh, fuck. We've run into
There's an issue here.
We've run into an issue here, folks.
Wait, there is?
That is technically correct, but that's not what I...
A different answer of a book that was released on the same day.
Would you like to go ahead?
Lost Stars.
I put Lost Stars.
Oh.
So I will give you both 300 points because you were both correct.
Because they were, right? They were both released Friday.
Empire's End. Well, the first Aftermath.
The only reason I
thought
thought of Empire's End is because the fucking cover is.
Wait, did I say? Did it say first depicted, or did I say depicted? First depicted. Empire's End. Is that the third one?
I think that's the third one.
Yeah.
Okay. No, Lost Stars is right then because that came out first.
Okay, that makes sense.
I apologize. because the first Aftermath and Lost Stars came out on the same day. I think.
So
Empire
now
Strikes
it's
Back
Mads'
2017.
turn.
Mads' turn. Yep.
Yes. Her first
I
step's
forgot.
300. No, I almost said that too, though, Connor, and then I was like, wait a second.
Kylo Ren brought Rey to face Supreme Leader Snoke on this First Order flagship. Connor?
Supremacy.
Some of them...
I'm so bad with Star Destroyer names, I will say.
I'm awful at ship names. Some of them are like...
I don't care.
I need to think of a question.
First steps, 100.
Okay. This is a buzzer beater question right here.
Oh, God.
How many lessons does Luke Skywalker give Rey on Octo? I heard Mads first.
Damn it.
The correct answer is 2. What is 2?
What is 2?
Well, okay. No, it's 2. He ends up giving her only 2.
You know what? You're right.
Right?
I fucked up.
Because it's 3. He says there's 3 lessons.
Because the third lesson is in the deleted scene.
Yes.
But I put 3, but I'm going to give you the points because you're correct.
Is it in the novelization?
That's why I questioned it, because I was like,
it's a deleted scene, but it's not in the final
It's not
movie.
in the
Oh, yeah,
film.
but like, is it in the novelization, though?
I think so.
It probably is, but I think they've said in the past that the movies override the novelization, so I will go with Mads. I'll go with Mads. Actuallying me, and give her the point there.
No, you're good, because like my first reaction too was 3.
Because I was like, it's 2. It's 3, but it's only 2. But what do you mean?
That's why I'm like, guys, this one should be, but I fucked up. So actually, you should be blaming me.
Thank you for being nice and giving me points, because I'm losing.
Okay, so it's still Mads' turn?
Mads' turn. Where are we going?
Let's do, right? Yeah, it's mine. You need a teacher 500.
Okay. This one's kind of mean. Name the order of who stole the Millennium Falcon from Han Solo until he reclaimed it in The Force Awakens. Oh, you've...
Okay. Stole it. Han, Urban Boys, Duquesne, Han. Or no, Han, Urban Boys, Duquesne, plot, Han.
Incorrect.
Fuck!
Okay, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think about this. I can't remember what you said now, Connor, but...
You said Irving Boys, Duquesne, Unkar Plot, Han Solo. That is not correct.
Wait, what? Duquesne?
Yeah.
Irving Boys.
I don't even care about the point value. I just wanted to get that right.
Han. Are we missing someone in there?
I'm debating on if I should give you it. Because technically... It's Duquesne, the Irving Boys, Unkar Plot, and then Ray and Finn.
Ray and Finn.
But I feel like...
I didn't think about Ray and Finn.
I feel like...
You're borrowing it.
I feel like that's the correct answer.
Thank you.
So I'll give you
nice
it.
Again.
So we literally...
I had to rewatch that scene specifically. I had to rewatch that scene. Actually, I'll give you...
I was like, I couldn't tell you who they were. I'm going to be very honest. I probably wouldn't have gotten that order had Connor not gotten it
I'll give you 400
beforehand.
instead of 500.
God damn it, dude. I don't even care. Like, I genuinely don't even care about the point value. I just wanted to get that specific one right. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
All right. Mads, I will give you the board here. Where are we going?
You need a teacher 400.
Okay, this is also, if you read your literature. Before becoming the general of the resistance, Leia's career as a New Republic senator came to an end for what reason? Connor?
The Senate found out that she was Vader's daughter, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is correct.
So...
That is correct.
That's I still have not read Bloodline to this day. That's like the only thing.
I've read it twice. It's really good.
I need to read it.
It's so good.
Especially because I kept hearing about how like Ryan Johnson had some input on it.
It's quite good.
Saga's right here.
Oh, actually, there's ties into there's Bloodline tie-ins to Resistance Reborn.
Oh, nice. Oh shit! It's my turn.
Yeah.
Scavenger from Jakku 500.
This one's also mean.
We might as well just.
This is another one of the Wook could be wrong, but we're going off of what it says there. By the time of The Force Awakens, Rey has been waiting for her parents on Jakku for how many years? This is determined by the timeline of when her parents are killed to where The Force Awakens takes place in the timeline. According to what Wikipedia says.
Tentative buzzing.
Very tentative buzzing.
I'm going to say 14. Final
Incorrect.
answer. Damn it.
I'm debating on if I should give half points to the closest year, but I'll wait until Conor answers before I determine that.
Oh my god. Okay. So Shadow of the Sith takes place 21 ABY. Force Awakens is 34 ABY.
Are you looking this up? Or do you know this off the top of your head?
Yeah, I was like, can I do this?
If you're looking this up, I'm going to...
No. I'm not looking it up. I straight up just remembered. I'm like, when the fuck does Shadow of the Sith?
I know, and I was like, ugh.
Okay. 34 minus 21. What the fuck is 34 minus 21? 13.
Damn it.
I would have given half points for next closest answer.
Oh, wait, did time run out or whatever?
No, you said you got it right. It was 13.
Oh, I did. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking. Oh, I straight up was thinking out loud there. I didn't even buzz in.
Mads was off by 1 year.
I know, and I 100%
Oh
was like, I don't know when Shadow of the Sith takes place, so I'm just gonna guess 14.
I
Most of the time when I respond, I'm like 10 years.
I had to do the math myself because all the articles was like many years have passed. I'm like, can you give me a set date? So I had to look at the time of that and the time of The Force Awakens. So if that's wrong, blame the Wikipedia.
Her first steps 400.
Okay, this one we'll see. When does Rey first discover her Force bond with Kylo Ren? Yes.
Okay. Are you looking for like a planet or like a movie or
I'm looking for when the time in the film that this takes place. Like not like the actual 34 ABY, like what is about to occur or what is going to happen when this scene first happens.
Rey wakes up in The Last Jedi. Yeah, in The Last Jedi, Kylo's getting his scar fixed or whatever with whatever med droid, and then she's sleeping, and she wakes up and she sees him, and then she shoots at him, and then it goes back to normal.
Okay. That is all correct.
Is that right?
However, I was looking for something way less specific.
Oh, okay.
So what happens? What is about to occur?
Luke is going to teach her first lesson.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what I was going for.
In the movie, and I was
first day, I was like,
28 minutes and 32 seconds. What do you?
I was like, no, she's spot on. But I was like, hold on.
Yeah,
that's all correct. But what is about to happen? What happens on that day is what I should have said. But I don't host Jeopardy for a reason, guys. I'm not Ken Jennings. So are we finishing off the category, or are we going to this scary one over here?
Let's do Beyond the Saga 400, because why not?
Okay, this one, if you remember...
I'm not good at picking questions, I don't think.
In LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, Darth Rey, along with Darth Rose, Darth Nubs, Darth Jar Jar, and others, are the Sith apprentices to this Sith Lord. Beyond the Saga, scary category.
Yeah, I can't answer this because I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either.
Okay.
I buzzed
go
in
with
last time. Hey,
Darth
I buzzed in last
Devastator.
time and lost points, by the way.
That's true. Connor, I'm docking you 200 points.
Okay. I would have never even guessed that. So it's still Matt's turn. Right?
Yeah, it's still Mads' turn.
Okay.
Screw it. Beyond the Saga 500. Get rid of it.
We'd probably have a better chance.
I'm sorry.
Come
In the
on.
Allegiance comic miniseries, Rey and Leia ally with the son of this famed rebellion leader to aid in the ongoing fight against the First Order.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
God,
there's a few.
Connor?
Akbar.
Do you need his name? Dang
Yes!
it. I was like, it's either Snap or it's Aftab.
Aftab Akbar, son of Admiral
Dude,
Akbar.
for whatever reason, when I first saw this question, my first inkling was fucking
Snap?
No, not Snap.
No.
Poe's mom and dad.
Oh, I think they're dead by that
Oh.
I know,
yeah.
but like I don't
Nora,
know why.
or not Nora. Good God.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just finish off Beyond the Saga for 300.
All right. I know Mads has read this. Will she
Oh,
remember
God.
this?
Probably not.
Find out. In the Jaws of Jakku audiobook, Rey teams up with this young girl who serves as the narrator of the story. If you only give me the first name, I'm fine. But I need something. That sure was a book we read.
It was a book that I read, and I don't remember her name.
Okay, who wants to bite the bullet?
I genuinely have no. I didn't even know this was a book. I'm not even kidding you.
It's an audiobook. It's an Audible exclusive.
Audiobook, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Shoot.
I had
can
no idea about
describe
this.
her. She's a girl. She's a
Give me a
scavenger.
description.
She's scared. She has a little mouse.
It sounds familiar.
I know.
But what is her name?
Is it like a 3 or a 4 or 5 letter name or something like that?
Yes.
Is that enough for points?
There's 5 letters in the name. I can give you like 10 points for that one.
Give me 10 points, please. I don't know what. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing.
Okay, we're gonna go with Lisa is her name.
Jeez. Yeah.
All right.
No.
All the marbles here until we get to Final Jeopardy.
God.
When touching the Skywalker lightsaber for the first time, where's the first place Rey is transported during her Force vision?
Oh,
Mads?
damn it.
Bespin, like the Vader and Luke duel, that like hallway.
Yep, that is correct.
Woo! Thank God.
Okay. So that was we are finishing the regular round. Connor 2,400, Mads 1,500.
I just got points for that question.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Connor
wait a minute.
2,400, Mads 2,000.
2,000.
So
You would be correct.
Please.
But now, oh shit! How do I do this? Okay. Hold on. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang tight.
honestly, I'm just happy I redeemed myself with the allegiance question. Like
We're getting to Final Jeopardy.
Final Jeopardy.
Okay. So before I ask the question, I'm going to have both of you message me how many points you want to wager.
Oh God. This is why I don't do Jeopardy. Should we just do it in the private chat?
I'm fine with that. But
who cares?
But then you're both going to know how many.
Oh yeah, we're gonna know.
But like, who cares? Like, okay, fine. I'll just message.
Wait. So if I message, wait, like on Twitter?
Yeah, you can just message me on Twitter.
I'll just
Connor,
do it on.
Connor, you can send me on Discord.
Yeah. Oh God.
And obviously, if you get it correct, your points double. If you get it wrong, you lose that many points. That's what betting points means. Okay.
I'm thinking this through.
I don't
I
know,
have 2,000.
You have 2,000. Conor has 2,400. So if you want to be strategic, I
don't know.
Great Jeopardy, fun for the whole family. Oh, okay.
This is scary.
We're playing with house money here. How many Jedi speak to Rey in the I Am All the Jedi sequence? You have 30 seconds I'll give you. And then we will go from there. So starting now, you have 30 seconds to think of the answer.
Oh, I shouldn't be counting on my fingers.
No, do not. You are on camera.
1, 2, 3.
3, 4, 5. Okay. Had I said we were playing this game ahead of time, I probably would have had you write this on whiteboards or a piece of paper or something, but I didn't think that far ahead. Okay. Conor, you are in the lead. Actually, no. Mads is behind, so we'll go with Mads first. Mads, you are in second place. You wagered 1,800 points. What is your guess?
I'm not confident on this. I'm gonna say 8.
Okay. Conor?
Connor's like, she got it wrong.
You
And I
are
have
in
it
first
right.
place currently with 2,400 points. You wagered 700 points. What is your answer?
Oh God.
I said 9.
Okay.
I probably got it wrong.
You
It's
were
probably
both
like 10
you
or
were both
something.
wrong.
I fucking knew it. It's
The correct
10, isn't
answer
it?
is 11.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
Anakin,
Now I was like, I want to
Obi-Wan,
know who
Yoda,
it is. And who
Mace
it
Oh,
is.
that too, I
Ahsoka,
forgot.
Qui-Gon, Kanan Jarrus, Luminara, Aayla Secura, and Adi Gallia.
Okay. I was off. I guessed Luke, Yoda. No, I guessed Luke.
Oh, I forgot
Yoda. Luke, Ayla, Adi, Yoda, Kanan. I forget who I don't know. I got it. I was off.
So
I
our
forgot
final
Yoda.
score.
Does Leia speak to her at all or no?
No.
I
She
think-
shows up in the
She should have spoken
Vision
like
at
how
the
it was
end.
cut in the trailer, because
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
good.
again, Wikipedia says 11. We are going with 11.
Yeah.
So the final score by a
Bad.
score of 1,800 to 200. Conor is our winner of For the Republic Rey Jeopardy.
Cool.
But it was close before Final Jeopardy, so
Yep.
it's okay. So now you can hold the title of the Rey guy on the pie.
Do it.
Okay.
I dare you.
Wait, how much did you wager, Connor? Only like 7?
700.
I don't know why. I was just like, I
Yeah.
don't feel like I'm going to get this right, and I didn't want to wager everything, so.
Well, see, and I was like,
Oh,
I
sorry.
have
Hold
to
on.
wager something.
1,700 to 200. I can't count, guys. This is why doing math on your fingers is wrong and not good for content. So 1,700 to 200 is our final Jeopardy score. So congratulations.
Yay, Connor.
I don't know. I haven't done a game on the podcast in a while. I wanted to do
That
something
was
fun. And I knew that I didn't have a show to talk about this week. So maybe we'll do something similar again when we have the whole crew here and I can ask Mads questions about Rey that she doesn't know. Beyond the Saga
This is great.
is
I'm
nightmare
genuinely
fuel.
not surprised, but I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I don't know that.
Mads
Like
is
there
gonna
were
hear
good
the name.
clearly because I lost. There's good questions in there.
Mads is gonna wake up at 2 a.m. this week and be like, "Oh, Helen Sadler."
I won't forget it now. That's the crazy part is I
exactly.
won't forget it. And ironically, I was watching Arcane the other night. My friends and I have been like making our way through Arcane, and there was someone's voice, and I was like, it was a female British actress, and I was like, oh, that could be Rey, and I was like, it's clearly not.
Daisy
It's very
Ridley
clearly.
is in Arcane.
I was
That'd be
like,
crazy.
what? I almost looked it up as the crazy thing, and I was like, there's no way. Like, I went to look up who voices Rey in the Lego, and I was like, no, let me just go to IMDb and see who's in this cast. So, had I done it opposite on Wednesday, I may have gotten that right.
You may have gotten that one right.
May have, had I remembered.
So we have some like news, I guess. I don't know. One of my buddies just texted, "Oh yeah, Ahsoka's going to be in January."
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I literally just checked my phone, and my buddy was like, "Oh yeah, Ahsoka in January." Thank goodness. And I'm like,
D23 News has hit the podcast.
okay. Like,
there's pictures. It's Dave Filoni, Hayden Christensen, Rosario Dawson, and then oh my god, I can't say his name, and I don't want to say it wrong. Iman.
Fondi.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Well-
January, we're getting Ahsoka. That's pretty awesome.
Great.
And we will have more news as soon as we're done recording, pretty much.
100%.
So thank you guys for tuning in for this various out-of-the-box episode of For the Republic Love Letter Star Wars Animation. Next time you see us, we'll be talking Ninth Jedi. We'll be talking about what happened at D23 if something big happens. We'll be talking Clone Wars. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see.
Clone Wars, like, I don't know.
I don't know. Mads, thank you for joining us again. It was fun as always. As
Agreed.
the resident number 2 Ray fan on the podcast.
I don't know about that. Just because I get some trivia questions right doesn't mean I understand the complexities of the character.
But do you know?
That would be some bullshit I'd say on Twitter, though, if it wasn't you, Connor. If it was someone else.
I mean, I'm not wrong,
do you
though. I
really-
mean, like,
Actually, do you really know the
really
moral
know?
complexities of her character, though?
you can quote me on that. I don't care.
Seriously, though, the sad part is that I probably have said that before, and I'm not writing off that I wouldn't say that to
Like,
somebody.
is this something I'd say? Maybe, if he catch me on a
Maybe.
bad day. We'll see.
Maybe.
But where can the lovely people listening and watching find you, and what are you doing currently? What are you up to?
Me?
Me?
Sorry.
Who am I?
Me.
That's a
I'm
good
primarily
question.
I'm primarily on Twitter, unfortunately.
Ew.
I'm at Light the Spark, LITE _THESPARK. Let me double check that. I think that's where the underscore is. Yes. Light _ the spark. I'm also on Instagram, same handle. And then I have a card linked and all of that for all the other social medias that I have accounts set up for, but I rarely use. And then I kind of have my abandoned project that I need to start again, where I just write Star Wars stuff. I did maybe like 2.5 weeks, and then I said, oh, maybe writing an entire essay every single day is too much. So I need to go back and start that up again, and I think it's going to be like a once a week thing, and I might do this year and then next year and do like 100 rather than 365 in a year, because that's crazy.
That's
so
scary.
I literally, there were multiple nights where I was like, it's like 2 a.m. and I don't have the brain capacity to do this. What did I do to myself? So we're editing it, or editing the idea, because I still have like a whole list of things I want to write about. And then again, you know, every life is happening. So anyways, that's coming back soon, primarily on Twitter. Hopefully not arguing with people, but if you want to hear me talk about Rey and not lose trivia, go to my Twitter.
Sometimes it's 2 a.m. and you just don't want to write about Ezra Bridger. I get it. Like,
Some-
you're just like,
yeah.
I just want to go to bed.
I mean,
you know?
nothing against Ezra Bridger, but there's moments, and I had a whole list and I had a whole plan and whatnot, and I was very proud of my spreadsheet of like, today you're gonna write about this. But some of them, I'll be honest, I was like, oh, I should probably add in a whatever topic, because I only want to write about like original trilogy and sequels. So I was like, oh, I gotta add in some other stuff that's maybe not like my number one thing I want to write about. And then I'd be like, Padme's costumes was something I was gonna do. Like all of her costumes in episode 1. Do you know how many costumes she has in episode 1? Do you know how much time I have in the day? Not that much. I can't write about 8 costumes in a little blog post. So anyways, not that won't eventually come, but I was like, this is too much. But anyways, join me on Twitter.
All right. Conor, where can everyone find you as
Um,
we wrap up today?
also Twitter. Considering I thought my account got hacked, it didn't. Well, it did. I don't know. I got it fixed. Twitter and Blue Sky, which I rarely use nowadays. At Depa Banana. Instagram as well. ConmanJFO. Discord, but that's for our now non-existent Patreon.
That's the Patreon perks.
God, where else? Oh, I also record over at the Nerd Academy podcast, specifically our Star Wars show, Knights of the Nerd Republic. That show is currently on hiatus due to some just outside circumstances. That show will return at some point. I co-host and co-write Star Wars trivia. Wow, I butchered that. I co-host and co-write Star Wars trivia questions over at the Star Wars in a Galaxy Epic Confrontations League. You can find all of our past, present, and future matches over at the Star Wars in a Galaxy YouTube channel. I write Star Wars. Are any of my stories published? No. Will that happen?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
One of my favorite
Hopefully.
low-key running gags about this podcast is the fact that I could probably do Connor's plugs in my sleep and he forgets them every single time.
I forget them too. I just do. Like,
anyways, for myself, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Starling Andrew. See, I almost flubbed mine, so that's not calling the color black. I decided on a whim to start talking about movies on TikTok again, and then people were mean, so I don't know if I'm gonna still do it. So
I say
we'll
that as
see.
if I make that face as if I'm shocked that people are being mean to people on the internet. They
So,
shouldn't
like,
be, but
we'll see. Someone called me a paid shill for the Odyssey. Yeah, my TikTok that I haven't used in 3 years, and my YouTube I just opened to post the shorts on with 5 subscribers. Totally someone universal just sent a nice 20 over to. Yeah, I probably will. I've been having a lot of fun talking about Spider-Man recently, so we'll see what I do there. You can find follow the podcast on Twitter at For the Republic Pod, on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at For the Republic Pod. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, For the Republic Podcast. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. You should be able to find us there. And thank you all for joining into this will be outdated by the time it goes up episode of For the Republic. So hopefully you guys have a fun D23 weekend. And as always, take care. Until next time.